You're just standing back and kind of try to scan it.
Yeah, and like scan it.
So as you begin to scan it, it literally just penetrate anything further. Very top layer. So like you pick up like dust particles and stuff like that of whatever's in the air in the environment, and then you pick up like copper. But you're not able to penetrate any further.
That's alarming. Strange.
Now, you've seen that happen before on some like there's some Imperial tanks that are designed that way to keep you from seeing inside, and there have been some vessels that you have seen like that, but you've never seen just a ball do that. A little weird.
Can I?
Normally technology like that takes up a lot of space.
Fuck. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Kind of want to roll Forbidden Lore Archaeotech to see if I can.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's forbidden.
You're banned.
It's
You're
forbidden.
Get out.
High rolls today. Wow.
Are you sure I can't get a sniper rifle and just the priest? Just
Yeah. So
next thing he says is heresy.
I guess what I'm really trying to do right now is just think to myself, metal ball.
Guides did not say that they locally worship it. They said locals, like people come to worship it.
Yeah. People come to worship it.
So they weren't saying like their planet doesn't like force people to worship it, and they don't promote worshiping it. Just people do.
Yeah. But I mean, you're talking about, the thing has visions. The thing is giving people visions. The thing is,
like the same kind of
healing
stuff
people.
you would hear from people who go see that the Mary statue down in where is it? It's like Venezuela or something.
They're all over the place. There's a bunch.
Oh,
of
the Bleeding Mary that was, I think, a fraud.
I don't know, but there's also
like
the very large one that overlooks like a valley. There's like people say that they see stuff or they so it's like stuff like that. There's a lot of people who are saying like, oh, I saw something, or some people are saying that like I drank the water from it and now I don't have this illness and stuff like that.
May I roll Psyniscience on this giant floating orb?
Sure.
Oh, by the way, I'm trying to really do all of this like casually. I'm not like fucking breaking out the whole electric suite.
So yeah, Archaeotech, as far as like Archaeotech goes, I mean, you've heard of some like Astartes that have run into orbs that were aggressive in nature, but it doesn't strike you as anything like that. It doesn't fit the description at all.
Astartes Part 5. Astartes Part 5.
But yeah, as you sense something from it, Zevin, you don't know if it's originating from it or if this is a thing that is amplifying psychic powers.
Well, that's concerning. I don't like this.
Okay, well, I mean, either way, it's something good to keep track of.
I will acknowledge the group that the thing is psychic in nature.
What?
It's like it's hard for him to pinpoint exact. Oh, did you want to roll to check, Jacob?
So, wow, that's a really tough call. Psychic orb.
Either the orb would feel like a low-level psyker, or it would feel the same way a force weapon would. Like you don't know if it's a device that amplifies it, or if it is that coming from it. That's what I'm saying.
Would using a fate point to add an additional degree of success help or no?
No. If you want, you can try to move closer to it and roll the test again, and then see if you can try to pinpoint it exactly.
I have more questions.
Ooh.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, Craig. Yeah, Craig. You're like, you're just kind of like you zone out for a second. You were trying to feel towards the orb
because people are praying to it, and I'm perfectly fine with just setting it on fire. If I get closer, to hit it with my shovel.
You're gonna walk. Okay.
I want to investigate as well.
I will get close to it, but I will not hit it with a shovel. I will use a fate point for a +10 on the Psyniscience.
How close did you want to be? Like if you want to touch it, you can
closest
touch
the
it.
people.
I want to touch it.
They're
I
gonna
need to
fucking. They're gonna come and stop you. Like it's.
Did we
Oh,
just get
hold
about
on,
the
hold
super
on.
dangerous
No,
guy?
I need to investigate. I
will-
have to.
Hold on.
If people will let me talk,
So-
I will go as far as the people praying are.
Oh well, no one praying to it's near it at the moment. They're all pretty far back from it.
I got a -3 anyway,
Okay.
so
Yeah, so you're still just kind of in the same boat. Yeah, the Krieger just walks over to it, pings it with the shovel. You know, one of the
No.
guides
I said
looks.
if I approach it, it would be
Huh.
to hit it with my shovel. I'm shaking in rage. Move any closer.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to go hit it with your shovel. Oh, okay. Oh,
Very
so you're just
long.
looking at it. Okay.
The-
But Jay,
the
you
priest is
want to
gonna
walk
touch
over
it.
and touch it? I mean,
Yeah.
what's the need for you to touch it?
I must investigate to see if it's heretical or not.
Okay.
Not as
What are you gonna
heretical.
do to do that?
Touch. See if I get any of those weird feelings they talk about. Kind of look over it, see if I can see any weird things. That sort of.
So yeah, you go and touch it. I mean, it's a copper ball. It's completely barren of marking that. Like it's too perfect. It's a perfect. But
Gonna
as
knock on it.
as you approach, the guides notice him. You guys notice one of the guides like looks at him and then just pays him no mind. He walks up and touches it. As soon as you touch it, you start to have flashes. So you see yourself back on the ship for a moment.
oh,
You don't know
weird.
what time it was. You don't know what day it was, but it was sometime after the mission. You had just gotten out of the mission. You remember playing at Dane, him waving his nut at you. And as you went to, down the hall. You went into your room. You remember looking into the mirror for a second, and you're not feeling well. And then the time starts to skip ahead, and you find yourself in the room, facing something under the main reactor that runs the engines. It looks like to it, and then as you stood up, a tech priest looks at you and muddles some
What?
words to you that you can't remember. You lash out immediately and cut his throat. As you begin to drag the tech priest that's away from the reactor, you hide his body. See that your bunkmate is sleeping. You wash the blood from your hands, and you go back to sleep. As you let go of the orb,
shit!
as you let go of the orb, with your hand basically burning, like it got hot for some reason, and your hand burned. You take 2 wounds, but it's not any crazy severe. You fall back in, and the guides are looking directly at, and one of them being shuffling towards him. The other one just goes, "Traveler, a friend, stress."
I'm gonna roll Psynician. Can I roll Psynicians on the priest? No, I won't know that in characters.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
just.
wouldn't know that.
I mean,
You,
I have
at this point
like,
in time, you would all think
yeah.
that thing hurt him. That's
Yeah,
all you
I
know.
have no reason to believe anything crazy.
Why?
Yeah, for all I know, he touched a stupid fucking metal orb. That's
Actually, can I roll Psynicians on the priest because it might have fucked because he touched a sucking.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm good. Probably. Can I talk to the blind guard and be like, I'm a fucking let me guy?
I mean, they're not stopping.
Krieger is like shaking, breathing
Yeah.
heavily as he looks at the Pharisee.
actually,
You're gonna approach him and like,
Yeah, just fuck it.
yeah, they don't aggressively or anything. They're just kind of like them and
Awesome.
Interesting.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, "This is why we don't touch fucking we floating."
Stark touches.
Who fucking
Stark touches.
roll me an intelligence test, Jay. You touch the orb and it's ice cold. Nothing happens.
He pulls his hand off. That's weird. Nothing happened.
I'm gonna.
Expecting something.
I'm actually gonna roll
because-
Medicaid. Can I roll Medicaid to give him those wounds back?
Yeah, most certainly.
Because
Awesome.
something happened to one person and then nothing happened to another, I'm going to shield my mind a bit and then touch the orb.
Okay. Roll me a willpower.
Everyone touches
charm.
it to make sure that the priest isn't actually trying to blow up the shit.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm not.
let's,
Darius
I'm
is just
not
like,
touching
What
what
did
a
you
bunch
say
of
to roll?
idiots that I'm
Roll a
with
willpower
today.
test.
You guys are fucking stupid for touching the orb that burns your hands.
No.
Excuse me, it didn't burn Stark's hand at all. It did nothing.
So,
with
For
Stark's
all,
Hold on,
As-
for all I
speed
know,
shit
you
again.
just-
No,
yeah.
you're fine, Zevin. As soon as you can do that. While you're shielding your mind and going to touch it. So as you're bandaging his
I'm
hand,
fate pointing that.
Zendalius, you remember seeing all that, and then slowly but surely it fades away, and you just remember touching the orb, and that was it.
Okay, so I forget all that.
Yeah.
You rolled 20. Fucking hate you.
But do I at least keep the feeling of like when I let go, I was going to mark down, my checklist that it's possibly witchcraft. I was going to do that. So,
Yeah,
but if I forget, then
all you remember is that like you remember touching the orb, it burned your hand, and you have a feeling of being very unsafe. That's all you remember now.
okay, and I'm going to circle possible tech heresy.
I will ask one of the guides. The guide we spoke to upon arrival spoke of body and mind and atonement.
Me.
Was that you? Was it? Like,
Oh. Well, broaden your
Sorry.
horizon and open your mind. We are all
many
individuals. here.
dabs on you.
I'm still trying to atone for
Racism.
and
That's
for
the guy that just said Darky a couple minutes ago.
I mean, it was. I had to say, you
Oh,
rolled
you
a
did,
90.
Yes, I did. I hate roll.
Roll 20 hates you. Yeah. So as you touch it, yeah, you're provided with a second, but you're not able to make out what's happening. Your hand doesn't get hot or anything like that. It actually gets cold for a moment, and you can see
That just ain't right.
snow
Bobby?
movement, this ice planet, and you can see in the distance it looks like an Eldar webwag, and it's flickering on and
nice.
off, and you can see people around it, and you can hear them shouting, "Move now, do it!" And
Does that
you
look
just
like
kind of
Elmer?
phase back to it. You're not hurt. Your hand's not to the point where you're hurt, anything like that. Just cold, and you actually think you saw on your chest and stuff before it, either it melted or you came back to senses and fine.
What the fuck?
I believe I can confirm warp fuckery.
Speaking of warp fuckery, Stark's gonna. So I know I don't have my full kit, but would it be say that like I have light bits, like a little bit, like one of those little coffee cups that you might have, like a little mug.
I mean, I can say yeah if you really wanted to. I don't know why you would need it personally, like brought on the mission.
Or would they mind if I just stuck my hand in and drank with my hand?
Oh, the water?
Stark's,
yeah, you can fucking do that. You would have seen people
Stark's
doing that.
Full on
You.
investigating everything.
Unsanitary.
He's taking a bit of sippy sip from near the top, so nobody's dirty hands are in there first.
Roll a
Holy
toughness
goodness.
check.
Oh God.
Wait, so you're drinking the water that's been dripping off of the orb, or the water that's dripping onto the orb?
Part of that sounds like even a remotely fucking good idea.
I'm a
Of
ranger.
course.
All right, so we're
This is
drinking orb
ranger.
water. roll me a toughness.
No, so like
If it
where
hasn't
people-
touched the orb, the water ain't gonna do shit.
All right, Stark, toughness test.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna grab a +5 to toughness earlier. I was like, no, I'll do agility.
Yeah, chili.
Yeah.
So yeah, you feel pretty good, pretty invigorated. You're gonna receive a +10 your toughness once for a single round at any
Cool.
time.
Nice.
Neat.
He was going to report this back to the.
I have +10 to my toughness.
And then the tech priest is like,
Yeah.
"You've gone insane," and he puts me down like a rabid dog.
We're all
Yeah,
characters in a game, man.
Fucking,
We're all in a game.
Orb breaks meta.
Lieutenant, it did what?
Yeah,
I am.
Bro,
you guys would
preloading.
notice, like Like he looks
Execute.
like a bit more invigorated. It's like almost like he got hit with a combat stim. Like he looks pretty, jacked, ready to go.
This is absolutely a fucking
Okay.
terrible idea.
Okay, when I touched the orb, I got burnt. When he touched it, nothing happened. I need to investigate if the water does different things too. I'm going to dunk my head in it.
God!
Just fucking face palms.
I need to
Oh God! What if you
breathe.
critically fail this and you just
Yeah,
die? Like,
but hold
what
on.
if water
but-
doesn't do
hold
anything
on.
bad to you? You just drown.
I'm just like, all right, now
Drink too much.
it's like you don't know what I'm doing with it. Could be random, could be planned. You don't know.
I
But
hope
even
it's
then,
random.
whether it's random or not, if your hand
hilarious.
burned when you put it on the orb, and why would you dunk the most vital part of your body into the water, though?
Dude, I am
Science.
absolutely.
I'm dumb, but I'm not quite that dumb.
No,
Yeah, my
dude,
other hand.
it's-
I'm going to put my other hand in the water.
Oh my god!
So you just put
Just
your
the
other
one
hand in
hand.
there. Are you gonna drink some?
Over the flute.
No, I'm going to put the hurt hand in the water.
Oh,
So,
there you go.
as you
Your
put the
value will
hurt
be
hand
lost
in the
forever.
water, it burns. It's not as
Oh my
severe,
God.
but it does hurt.
Freaking.
See, this is because Stark is a good guy. Stark confirmed for best member of the party.
One more fucking time to
I
do
love how the
something.
fucking Krieger
before-
and the Devastator and the Black Templar are just watching.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
I'm
I'm going to
The
walk up
daily
to the.
entertainment.
I want
To be
to walk
fair-
up to the guide and ask him, why does this the water and the orb burn when I touch it?
You're asking one of the guides.
Yeah.
Stark's like, that's a good question, as he takes another sip.
One of the guides basically informs you, we have had this happen on occasion, traveler, but to be honest, I don't recollect exactly what the reasoning was. Any moments like that are archived into the library. You're free to enjoy that information. But offhand,
It really
I
feels
don't
like they're
know.
trying to railroad us to the library. It's like we're supposed to
Dude,
learn something.
Y'all don't have
there.
to
We're
know.
all characters in a game, man.
Y'all
really
don't have
wish
to know.
that-
Y'all can leave right fucking now because you got the info you
Yeah.
need. Well, actually,
I'm
you
gonna,
still-
I'm gonna
sorry.
take the Krieger. We're going to the library. Okay, we're going.
Sorry, sorry.
I
You
wanna-
you actually have to find the two people who are praying to the orb that actually know where the web gate is.
Okay, but I was going to engine's here.
That
Engine's here.
is- Yeah, that what?
Why are you screaming?
You're coming with me to the library to download this data they were talking about because you could probably
Oh,
do it
homie,
faster
they
than I
don't.
can.
They don't have no data. They got books.
I
God,
don't
thank
read.
you.
I haven't been there.
God, thank the
I'll go.
Messiah.
I'll go read, and also, can I roll that Psyniscience one last time?
Are you gonna touch it again?
Motive
Yes.
force save
Alright,
me
go
if
ahead.
I have to spend like another minute surrounded by these people who are practically begging to become lobotomized servitors
bunch
by a
of lemmings.
fucking orb. I think my
I was
emotion
so
vaults are gonna
close,
overload.
Burning
Wait,
this
what?
full fatal down.
Wait, what's your?
You
Oh,
said-
Psyniscience is an awareness, isn't it? Or something.
Yeah, it's
you can-
perception.
You can
Oh,
proc
that's
it off
why.
perception.
I was like,
or
you rolled
or
a 43. I was like, I know your willpower's higher than that. I was like, oh, it's.
You
Yeah, you
can
can use-
do it off willpower, but it requires a test or a skill or a talent.
Talent.
Fuck one of those.
Ah, I
Yeah, I
gotcha.
don't have the talent for that. I'm gonna use a
you
fate
fool.
points and just hate everything.
What did you spend that 600 XP on, you
Hey,
simpleton?
there you go.
There we go.
So,
And then the GM says you feel nothing.
you are now impotent.
No!
But
Like
you
that.
Again.
you touch it again. You're right back in the snow. You're pretty sure it's like, okay, there's a webway gate. There's snow. It's a planet. Okay, this is the place we're
Awesome.
trying to find. You're closer now. You actually begin to like walk forward, and you hear the shouting a little bit more clear. You hear Dane in the background shouting, "Hold them off, Zevin. I'm going through the gate." You hear bolter fire, and as you're walking through, you see there's a corpse on the ground that looks like Ordo, and then you see a corpse on the ground that looks like Stark. And as you hear more bolter fire, you hear a couple grenades go off, and then you're just snapped right back to the orb.
Wonky tonks.
I'm theorizing this works off the same basic principle as the Emperor's Tarot.
Probably.
Maybe.
Only one
The
who would
Emperor's
defend it.
Tarot.
Oh.
The Emperor's Tarot is
Even that thing's like all wonky. and can be weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm theorizing this. I don't know for sure.
Do we have descriptions about the people praying to this thing that know about the Webber Gate?
Yeah, you can see them kind of off to the side. You see they haven't noticed you guys at all.
Oh,
Okay. Whilst all this like just fun times is happening, I want to walk over to them.
And beat
They
them
take notice
savagely
of you
with
as you get closer, and one of them rises up and says, "Hello, sir. We were just here
Greetings.
praying. Do you need something?"
Yes, I have a question for you. Maybe one or two. Do you care to answer?
Well, we've been here for 3 months, and normally I would try to avoid people from your background, but
It's because he's black.
seem to have he's a Black Templar, but
I know.
I'm bold as fuck.
obvious space marine. He goes, you know, this world is in its ways have changed me. How can I help you?
It's not necessarily about this world. Before you arrived here, were you on an abandoned hive world, frozen over by chance?
I don't find it a pleasant topic to talk, but if you will give me a pardon on any laws that I've broken doing what I was done, I'd be more than happy to answer all your questions.
We are outside the laws of the Imperium,
Understood.
and I am not permitted to attack you here, so there's nothing I could do about it, even if I wanted to.
Understood. What is it that you wish to know?
Did you find a gateway?
He has like 1,000-yard stare for a second. Yes, yes, we did.
Fortunate Stone starts playing in the background.
Because yes, we
I
did. Outside of one of the hive cities, it was.
Would you be able to give us an estimate of where any better location? We have credits. We can pay you for your information and your help.
I don't need any
can't-
money. I'd be happy to give you the information, but I would warn you to just stay away from it completely.
The Space Marine handing him a dated shit.
Very
in his
well.
Big ass
Warning
hand.
warning noted. Thank you very much. Anything else you could any other wise words of warning from the planet?
Because
Can you ask what kind of Eldar were defending it?
To know.
because
Brown ones.
we went
Seems
there
really
with a
fun.
crew of 50 to excavate, fallen war gear and see if we could sell it. And when we arrived back, 5 of us went back to the ship to just get some of the larger equipment for excavation. When we arrived back, the webway gate was there, flickering, and all of our people were dead.
Oh.
We didn't stick around to find out what had killed them.
Don't
Some
blame
of
you.
them were torn in
Noble
half.
scientist.
Some of them were looked like spiked to the ground with some rods from some of the concrete buildings. There was, auto gun shells from our men trying to defend themselves. What quick glance we had, we heard movement on the other side of the webway gate, and we ran. That's all I can give you. I can give you the coordinates for the planet and just that warning. We do have a little bit of the Hive City scouted out. We never went underground. We don't know of anyone who has. And we never went to the top levels to see if any of the nobles loot or loot, such a vulgar phrase, but we didn't see if any of it had been taken yet. As far as we know, a lot of the generators have been looted already, but some had rumored that there are still some active. Here's all the information that we have. So he just, he pulls out his data slate that he has for his person. He just transfer the information to you, whichever way you need, and then he just, says, if there's nothing else that you need, please forgive me, but I would like to try to find this inner peace that these locals speak of.
Thank you for your time. You've been a great help to the Imperium.
And he just, he says nods and just goes back to praying.
And I walk away. To the library.
To the books!
To the
Nerd!
books.
God, I would
Nerd.
love.
So
You know-
on the walk, the Krieger will just have to ask, is it standard policy to touch and lick heretical objects prayed to by fucking heretics?
Just when it's
One way
idiot
to put
day.
it. Which is every day with these guys.
Unfortunately.
Hey, man. In order to truly slaughter, burn, and kill and maim those who wish to defile the Imperium, you must first understand them.
You just fucking kill them.
Murder.
No, he's got a point.
Who's
Tarth,
calling us heretics?
Tarth does just like look around and looks at the priest's hand,
I
and then
do think it's
looks at Stark, and he goes, "We are definitely gonna have to adjust some things."
I do
I
think
would
it's really
order
interesting.
not to
Go
cause
ahead.
problems here.
I will say, you're definitely living up to the namesake of your faceless brethren.
Can we?
Your
When you lot
Yeah.
were kids, somebody said, "Hey, don't touch the radiator. It's not hot. I promise." You fucking touched the radiator, didn't you?
I'm sure they touched the radiator and ate the glue.
Yeah.
No, let's talk about like it's one thing if Lieutenant Stark and the priest are the only one who did it, but like the Krieger just called all three of us, including the librarian.
The librarian's the only one where it makes the most sense.
I mean,
The
yeah.
librarian at
We're
least shielded
touching
his
and
mind.
licking a heretical object.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
like
librarian's the
heretical
only
object.
one.
Librarian's job is literally to figure this shit out.
Yeah, the
Drinking
librarian's the only one
heresy
who's
water.
mentally fully.
In my own mind, I will mark them down as the most likely PCs who will become servitors. So,
All things
Start
considered,
them up.
Stark did great.
I don't know
things
if the
for
priest,
scientific
if the priest
understanding
didn't
of
run,
this.
if he had no fate points on 2 occasions, he wouldn't have been no servitor. He would have been gone.
dude, I will say one thing. The priest has surprised me with his sheer fortitude and refusal to just fucking die. So,
And by the way, this whole action by the priest, I'm giving up that next fate roll thing because I don't believe that blessing has any weight at this point.
ooh,
Oh, wow.
oh,
Got him.
The priest may be heretical. All right.
Well,
You know,
I need a minute.
we all heard that thing that we weren't supposed to hear because Alex doesn't feel like creating a second private channel so that he can tell us.
If y'all are grown ass men, if you can't,
What do you mean?
You can not metagame. I mean, Zevin did it. He
Yeah.
understood what he wasn't supposed to do.
yeah.
Heard
I
what?
also zoned out, so I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I'm very
Exactly.
Joel.
Exactly. What are we talking about? Nothing, because nobody heard anything. It never happened. Continue.
Square Massacre School of Thought.
What the fuck are you talking about? Never happened. I don't know. Tiananmen what?
But,
No.
I know what I saw. Our
Mm.
supposed priest ran up and touched a heretical object. Someone else ran up and touched a heretical object, and the actual person who's supposed to investigate this stuff went after the heretical object. I understand the Space Marine.
the humans.
I don't.
Humans should have been
I
wrangled
don't get the other. Like,
Don't worry, bro.
I'm sorry, but
He's just
What the
a
fuck?
contradiction. He has a death wish, but he doesn't want to die.
Don't
I
worry.
mean, the
it's
Space
good.
Marine also determined it's probably just a fucking fancy tarot.
I mean,
Worry not. It's gonna get fun. But we got books to read and possibly.
well, we're waiting
steal.
for Stendalius to come back.
Oh yeah.
No, as you guys are
Or
walking,
not.
yeah, you get to the library. Yeah, it's a vast library. Pretty straightforward. Large bookcases. You can see there's guides who are walking through the library. You can see some that are, they move ladders from here to there so people can be able to get access certain things and books pertaining to that.
Yeah.
What exactly are you guys trying to do now?
We're looking
if
for
we-
the books. We were looking for people, and then we were looking for books of people who had the exact same reaction to the orb as Sandalius.
Yeah. So I actually have a couple of things. I would assume they have an atlas section here.
So,
Oh, well,
Yeah,
So-
more than likely.
Yeah, so if they have a map section, and I'd like to bring up, inquire about any maps that they have of the planet we're going to be going to, and then anything about the orb, and then just because it's my own personal little field of study, I'll probably subtly request anything about like Xenos culture that they have.
So all the maps of the planet that you're going to, like you talk to a guide,
Yes.
he says I'll be right back with them. You say you want all the
Nice.
information on the orb, and then also information on reports of people touching the orb and it hurting them, or just specifically what happened to Zendilius?
Depends on how many.
Like specific things where like people have touched the orb and then fucking burned. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean,
Yeah.
Jellybean?
Yeah.
So he disappears. A few moments later, there's a guide who comes up to you with the maps. He literally hands you like 3 hand-drawn maps that people had turned in. One is of like a hive city, Sector 7, 27th floor. And then one is of what looks like the eastern outlying area of a hive city of the terrain.
Oh.
And then another one, it just looks like a list of parts and stuff. And it shows a small map leading to where they were hidden.
Okay, cool. We'll save all of those. That's I gotta write that down, or else I'm gonna forget.
I guess I'll take a water sample myself then, since the tech priest is afraid to do it.
Fuck yeah, I'm afraid to do it. Fuck that.
Pussy.
I'm not touching that shit.
The eastern, like outer territory, like the terrain of the eastern side of a hive city on the planet.
Eastern
and then
outer
there's
territory.
one of the 27th sector of a hive city. And then there's one of like, like a little parts cache. Somebody who was looting obviously found some decent stuff and hid it.
Okay, the parts cache alone could probably finance the expedition, since we're probably gonna have to
I mean,
pay for things.
If everything, if the list is accurate, yeah, easily.
I mean, weren't we supposed to be looking for people here too?
Dane talked to them while you were at the orb.
And then
because you guys talked to the road trader, and he said the 5 survivors, 2 of them were at the orb, 3 are in the library. I mean, you could talk to them to see if they have more information, but to be honest, they don't have any maps. You would just kind of get their side of the thing. But from what Dane got from the one guy,
they don't want to talk about it.
Well, even if they did, it sounded like they came to the party.
So
I mean, you could get their perspective on it. Maybe they saw something different. Not hurt.
Do they have my book?
Leave that be. Are we allowed to keep these books? Yes or no?
Yeah, they can give you copies of them.
Awesome. If that's the case, then considering these guys are effectively a trove of information for my chosen discipline, I would actually like some books on what do they have in terms of like Eldari language.
Just Eldar language in general. I mean, they have books written in Eldar, but as
you
far
talk about
as
heresy,
for dummies.
Yeah, I don't know, because Xeno ciphers aren't. It's not heresy. So
yeah, because like my inkling here is like, this is going to be a webway gate. This is a very major part of Eldari culture and society. It's going to have marks written on it. So at least being able to read Eldari is going to put us in a position.
Yeah, they have books, but they don't have.
Yeah, true.
Gonna be like a Battlefield Earth or something.
Yeah, I stand by the loading a fucking lighter with whatchamacallit.
Plasma.
Yeah,
fucking...
no. I stand by loading a lighter with plasma waste from the fucking reactors and then just fucking kamikazing that thing.
it's not really your call. It's the Inquisitors.
Bro. Yeah. So
a big enough one, we can just fire a cyclonic torpedo through
true. Then I guess anything on because it's not like they have a fucking Rosetta Stone of
No, they don't. They don't
Eldari.
have anything that's gonna help you translate it. They
Well,
just have.
it'll
They
be
just
good to
have stuff
have.
here for Eldar.
I will ask them
Yeah.
for a book on psychoreactive metals, by the way.
They give you one. Some of it, like you breeze through it for a second. Some of it you can read. Some of it is not in English or Gothic. It's not something you can read, but some of the pages you can definitely read.
I'll ask for a copy of that.
The history of the orb.
Yeah, the history of the orb, if I could get it, and then a copy of pretty much the thickest
history-
Eldari tome I can
I
find.
mean, the history is just going to fill out the details of like who and
Okay.
what when it comes to the discovery of the orb. It doesn't
Yeah.
give you any more than you already knew. So it like establishes it's like okay, so during
Yeah,
the Age
that's
of
fine.
Strife,
Then I don't need it.
you know, when
Okay.
humans were colonizing and everything, there was a mining corporation that found the planet, dug up the orb, just basically from there gave up the rights to the planet and basically wanted to turn it into like a tourist trap. Then got cut off from the Imperium, got rediscovered, recolonized, cut off again, rediscovered, recolonized, cut off again, rediscovered, and then now established
The
into
definition
this.
of insanity.
Yeah, just got established as this basically, you know, peace loving bullshit.
Okay, then then just a copy of the thickest Eldari language tome possible. I'm gonna have to study this so that
It's something you don't know what the books are about.
Yeah,
So
no fucking idea. So
you
I
just
mean,
get the
whichever one
thickest
looks.
Eldar book, which could be about
Yeah.
pudding for all you know.
Yeah, seriously, this is fucking a cookbook for all I fucking know, but it's got as much Eldar
Eldar
language as
Ramsey,
possible.
let's go.
Yeah.
But and then as far as the reports go, the guide comes up and brings you about 17 of them. One of them looks old as shit.
Interesting.
And then the most recent one is from looks like about 100 years ago. So as you peruse through those, one says something about like warp taint, another one says possible possession, another one says warp
Jesus.
taint, another one says possible possession, one says warp taint, one says warp taint, one says an allergic reaction to sulfuric compounds that are found in a common fish breed.
Oh, well, that's the one we had to focus on.
Well, with that in mind, now I will do a Sinensius check on the fucking priest, because now I have a reason to.
Wait, what?
Apparently, the only people who touched the orb had your reaction.
Were potentially possessed, or they had a
Yeah.
allergic reaction to fish.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
you've
does
not
he
eaten
eat-
any fish.
It's definitely the fish.
More than likely fish.
These are my last fucking fate point.
Let's go.
Can you imagine having to use all your fate points during a non-combat count?
This is this is going to be the second.
I
or third
don't
time
have
for him.
to.
There you go. All right. Yeah, you know the priest wasn't psychic when you met him? He's putting off psychic energy.
Hold on, I have the exact perfect gift for this.
I'm gonna hold on to that information until we see the Inquisitor.
Jay, roll willpower test for me.
So I feel like the
Do I notice that he's giving off demonic shit?
Did you? Yeah, you got a degree of success, so yes, you did.
I can start just walking away.
All you can think right now is don't talk to anyone. Get back to the ship.
I immediately like go over to the librarian. Have you noticed him? Have you noticed that?
I'm going to call in to the Inquisitor since he's walking away.
Okay.
Stark does not notice.
Thaddeus or Octavian?
Which one picks up?
Either one. You just got to ask for one.
Octavian,
I would say the
then.
big cheese.
Could you speed dial first?
Yeah.
Yes.
Octavian, then.
Brother
My lord, we
Salamander,
have an issue.
how can I help you?
The priest seems to be giving off psychic emanations.
Wasn't he alongside the Templar when they fought the Deep One?
He was, and there is a orb artifact down here that causes burns on those with demonic possessions and fish allergies.
He must have a
You
fish
gotta make
allergy.
sure. You gotta make sure that the Inquisitor knows every piece of information.
Is the allergic reaction sizable enough to be looked into?
I feel the allergic reaction to demons is.
I'm so holy. I'm allergic to demons.
Are you guys following
Probably get
him
that
as
checked
he's
out now.
leaving right now, or no?
I am. He's my boy. Where's Brother Sandelius? Where are you going?
Just back to the ship. Excuse me.
Allow me to escort you. We shouldn't split up.
It's okay. Just
Detain that heretic. He's giving off the air of possession.
Oh, what did you just call me?
What are you talking about?
You can't see that.
Stark's gonna
See
look
what?
at the Krieger
Leveling charges of heresy against an ecclesiarchal priest of all people.
that
It-
serves
Ask-
directly
ask-
under a Lord
Tarth
Inquisitor.
puts his
Ask
hand
the
on your
librarian.
shoulder.
The librarian is
better than
going to
me.
hold his hand up for the record, just to tell them all to stop being fuckheads.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
let's not do this here. I'll fucking turn to the Krieger. Like, you wanna do this on the ship. Not in
The
public.
Captain Tarth puts his hand on Jake, like the Krieger's chest. He goes, "You stand down." Dane, grab him.
Yes.
He doesn't have to be restrained, but he doesn't need to keep walking.
Brother Sandelius or the Krieger?
Sandelius.
The one that's walking away.
Sure.
It's fine. As he,
10
you
out
know,
of 10.
as Dane walks away, Tarth leans into the Krieger and he goes, "Stay close to me." And you have any other weapon?
I have my trusty shovel.
Fair
This
enough.
guy actually
The only
beats
weapon
people
he ever needs.
with a fucking shovel, bro.
Is step with me. So, yeah. So Dane, you catch up to Sandelius. Not stopping. He's, whatever he's saying. What are you saying to him, Jake?
Brother!
I was saying I just heading to the ship, and I keep going.
I'm coming with you. We can't be left alone here.
You hear
Right,
Tarth over the microbead. He needs to stop. Don't restrain him, but stop him. Hold his hand. or something.
I'll grab him. Grab him by the shoulder.
The librarian
adult.
will inform the
Did you just say I need an adult? Jesus.
So
I'm not in
The-
character. I was joking.
the librarian will inform Octavian the priest is walking off, though.
Understood. Where is he heading?
He says to the ship.
Well, get him back to the landing pad at least for now, but advise the pilots not to take off. At least there, you'll be able to deal with him without being jumped by the local authorities.
I'll relay that to the team and then to the pilots.
Understood. We have a team with full kit coming down. We're going to be sending at least 4 from your squad. Tell Stark we'll have his equipment with Jazov as well. The rest of you, just try to corral him and keep distance. I don't want to needlessly kill an ally. Understood?
Copy.
With that, he cuts communication. Yeah, Dane, the second you grab him, Sandelius, you turn to him, your eyes turn jet black, and you
What?
almost screech
Oh.
at him for a half second.
Oh,
Dane,
Oh,
you
no.
feel like your right arm is on fire, and you
I got a
feel like
fucking
it
swing.
had been ripped off again. No, you are on the ground. If
right.
a space marine could cry in pain, this would be the time. And you are on the ground. Jay, run.
Clutching up my cybernetic. Ah!
Okay, you say run, I'll run.
No, you
Uh,
want to
Stark's
not
gonna
be
run
here
too.
no more.
Yeah. Even I'm shocked by all this, but okay.
Well, that's the thing about demon possession, isn't it? You don't really know.
You won the
Yeah.
battle, my friend.
Right.
But unfortunately,
Hold on.
you did
I
lose
need to
the
take my
war.
microbead.
Alright.
Brothers, my
See,
arm
gentlemen.
burns. It's the same thing as on the planet, as on the previous world. He's tainted.
Fucking listen to me next time.
Like, fucking point and scream.
Do I need to call shot his fucking kneecap or?
I do not want to start violence here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shooting. I need a guide.
So as you guys
Oh,
pick
God.
up, at this point you're just trying to keep distance near him. But Jay, you take off like it's your mind is being warped. Like at this point, you're seeing all of them as heretics. Like I have to get aboard the ship to warn the Inquisitor of all these heretics, or they're gonna kill me. That's how you're
Wait,
seeing it. Like you're just completely blind to it. And you're just
So
for some reason you're finding yourself running faster than you've ever done before. So
Can I break his legs now?
no, like you
And-
guys go to like just rush him real quick. He's like outrunning the Space Marines at the moment. Like he's just
okay,
booking it.
so I would like to use my sprint talent to catch him.
Yeah,
If
he's
you all remember
right
how fast
right
Octavius
now.
runs.
Jay is going to be operating with a 55 agility with the sprint talent. He can easily outrun any of you.
Mhm.
Well,
It's-
actually,
I'm-
unless
this is-
somebody has a
I'm
higher
thinking
agility
of-
than 55.
No, I mean,
Well,
I
that's
can
40.
get servitors that have freaking 65 agility.
But do you have them right now?
No.
I can get those
Wait.
things. Yes.
Give me a second to build it.
If
Yeah, and
if
it-
I was in my power armor, I would have it.
So
If I had
this
a
is
jump
what I
pack.
would like to propose.
I have a question. real
Everyone
quick.
knows that
How
if you double.
far-
Oh, sorry, go.
Like he can't
No,
fly
no.
he can't fly a Valkyrie, so he's kind of stuck.
How far away from me
Valkyrie.
is he when
So Dane was the
Marine goes down?
closest. I'll say Dane's probably like at this point like 2 meters away, but he's on the ground in
Okay.
severe pain. You guys are
So how
probably like
close-
more like 15, 20 meters away. And
Far
he just
is the
booked it.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, Octavius would have been the first one to bolt at him. And like
Yeah.
you see Octavius like full sprint like a Space Marine would, but then Jay starts to run and climbs in speed and does not stop increasing to the point where he actually starts outpacing Octavius. And
Okay.
all
Now,
of you
my
have never
next-
seen him do that.
How
My
much
next point
equipment?
is how is he at sprinting out long distances? Because I will double or triple or quad sprint in a row
I have
and
a
eat those toughness
strange.
tests.
I have a strange feeling that he has some kind of weird.
Demonic toughness.
Well, no, like
Yeah.
he can still push himself, but he'll still be fatigued. So I
yeah,
mean,
won't that
but
slow him down?
if Jay wants to do that, Jay, do you want to push yourself and get away and be fatigued with a minus
I
10
gotta
to
get away.
everything?
He said, "I gotta get away."
So he's gonna beat you guys to the landing pad, but he's gonna be
Doesn't
fatigued.
fatigue slow you down at all?
Ends
Or
up
no?
Fatigue just gives you a minus
-10.
10 to all your tests, and if you get to the
Seven-
maximum amount, you die.
Yeah,
pass
so would he get to the point where he might fall unconscious from fatigue on the way
He
We're not
there?
that-
he
we're not
would
that far.
have if he was his normal human self. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's
Gotcha.
gonna be severely fatigued, but he's pushing his body to an extent that's like ridiculous.
I'm trying to point out to everyone it's not a big deal because he's not going to be able to get off planets. Seven did
Yeah.
follow orders
Yeah,
and
it's-
phone ahead.
Yeah,
So-
there's
It's going to be a big deal if he gets
That's
worse.
him.
there's no
Yeah.
shortage, but the biggest issue we have to face is when he gets to that before us, unless there's already a team on site, which may or may not get massacred.
Can we call ahead and have it lift off so he can't kill the crew on?
Hold
on
on,
board?
what is
Our-
Nick
we
I say?
already called ahead.
What is the Majos trying to say?
See, so we brought equipment down here, so there's going to be a very short period of time in which he has access to all of our equipment.
No. All that was left on
What?
the ship because if you
Oh,
came
it's on the
down,
ship?
yeah, if you came
Big
down
ship.
with it, the locals
Oh,
would have
okay,
took
no,
it
never
off
mind.
of you. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I was
and
I was
then-
worried because we have melta charges and
Oh yeah, that would be bad.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
no,
didn't
no,
bring
no,
that.
that's
We
fair.
didn't bring that stuff.
All
Nope,
good.
nope.
Yeah. Right
Alright.
now.
No, another
Like,
squad
if we
is
brought
4
that
more
stuff,
squads are coming.
Yeah, right now, Sergeant Matthias, Marcus, Magnus Ordo, fucking Ducky and Celebrimbor and Chazov are heading down right now in full kit, and they have
Here's the
Stark's
thing.
equipment.
Okay,
If,
so
if we had brought that stuff, I'd be smiting his kneecaps right now.
yeah, that's what I was, but I'm not. That's fine. So then I mean, how far away is he? Is he like, hypothetically speaking, this guy's got to be running what, maybe?
I mean, he's
Fucking-
within range right now. Like you all can shoot him, but the thing is once you do, you're gonna have to deal with the guides.
No, I
Can I just call
absolutely
for a
don't.
guide now?
Yeah, but he's not
Does-
doing anything aggressive.
But
Does
my arm.
anyone
That
know
was
what?
oh, your fault.
He hurt my arm. I touched him. He turned. He hissed and hurt my arm.
I guess if you
aggressive.
want to try to swing a guide with that, you can try to convince them.
I mean,
Yeah.
or at
We
least,
don't want him-
warn them that shit's about to fucking happen.
No,
on-
we don't want to get him
No.
killed.
Yeah, we don't, because remember, there's a lot of rogue traders and inquisitors planet
Here.
side, and if we come here with Inquisitor Octavian's fucking blessing, and then we start,
Fucking
it gets out that we brought a fucking possessed
The
individual.
demon
That's
host.
not a good time.
Fucking.
But how are you
planet
feeling, Jay?
side.
Are you okay?
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm about to get the Valkyrie. Ooh.
That's the sound of a man that's rolling up
Let's-
a new character right
Yeah.
No,
now.
he already did.
We know
I haven't rolled a
Well, we know where
money
he's
guy up
going.
yet, actually.
Oh, you
So,
should.
yeah,
You
we
should
know where
have.
he's going. So
it's super
let's keep him in
easy for
sight.
us to track. He has the microbead in his ear. I can track him via radio frequencies. We know exactly
gotta
where
get
he
the
is at all times.
We know
so
where
we
he's
pull it
going.
out.
That too.
Well, do we really? Because unless he said, "I'm
But
going
you-
back to the ship," like
That's
I don't
unless
know.
Jay has a better idea. Do you have a better idea, Jay? Oh, I think he's. You?
Well, you said I got to get back to the ship.
You fear for your life. That's the only thing that I can think that the entity would warp
Yeah.
your mind to believe is that you have to get to the Inquisitor and tell him because you think your squad's heretics and they're going to kill you. Unless you think it would be a better viable option to hide. That's the only other thing. But I don't
want to
think
get
it
onto the
is.
ship. No, I'm gonna try to get onto
Oh,
the
no, you're
shuttle
right.
to get
Oh,
back
you're right.
up to the
Fast.
ship.
Yeah. So
would the natural speed solo mode allow me to catch him? Like, what's the bonus on that? Do you recall?
I don't remember.
Because I'm only trailing by 1 agility point over him. If that gets me 2, I would presumably catch him.
Yeah, but you don't have to catch him. Because even if you do catch him, what are you going to do that's not going to piss off the guides?
Pin him.
Yeah, I mean, even then, if
You're going to pin them, but
even then,
I mean, they're going to intervene.
yeah, even then, if we
Really?
talk to him,
Yeah.
if we touch him, we can't grapple him because if we touch him, we're gonna fucking pain glove ourselves like it's, fucking M31. and Rogue Warren.
Dane felt that for a specific reason. That's why I emphasized.
Yeah, I
his
felt
right
that
arm.
because that was my wound. I received
Oh.
a wound
Yeah.
from that entity. Hence why
Yeah.
I would have been the first one to recognize
the
exactly
guy
what
who
the fuck
didn't
it
touch
was.
The bad stuff should be okay.
Okay, I mean, if that's the case, I do have one idea. If you'll let me try it.
Real
Better.
quick though for you guys, because I've been trying to ask for about a week or so, and no one gave me a straight answer.
What's that?
What's up, bro?
If I do have to make a new character, I'm planning to go Kirkharadon. Which assault, librarian, or what? What do you think I should do?
Tech Marine.
Assault wouldn't be bad.
No, we.
Yeah,
we,
but I
we
don't
have-
want to bother any other players in what they're doing. That's why I'm asking.
No,
Oh,
dude,
that'd be
you're
nice.
straight.
I mean-
I personally would.
I mean, you were a
definitely
melee
I
guy
mean, assault
before.
would be cool.
I know.
Yeah, assault would be definitely kick ass,
Do whatever you
especially if you
want.
get operate aeronautica and
Yeah, you get
Because-
that for free. As
Yeah.
Because
assault.
Doc
Okay.
has a jetpack and all, or Stark. One of them do.
Zevin does.
I do, but if you want to go either librarian or if you want to go librarian, I will pop back over to.
I will
the
not.
console.
I will never take away essentially someone else's character.
No, I'm
I-
not
so-
saying that that you're taking it away. I'm saying I am offering that because I'm fine with it.
So here's
No.
the thing, bro. I think we're putting the fucking cart before the horse here because just being demonically possessed.
It's a
I
fun
mean,
kettle of fish.
yeah,
It's because I make backup
obviously.
characters. I want to make
See-
a backup.
Well, yeah,
Other backups make both.
I told
Make
him to make a
everything.
backup character when he.
The
When he
Emperor's
fought the demon
preparation
spawn-
age is very good against demonic possession.
Yeah, but then I thought it
Okay.
came out okay. So
Yeah,
anyway,
Yeah, no,
Back to
but
the
I
game.
was like, I mean, it's. I'm not planning for anyone to die, but it's definitely potential. It can happen.
Oh yeah,
Just like
there's
Dane
serious
could have died.
potential,
If
I
Dane,
would much
Oh,
if
hell
Dane
yeah.
said the wrong things to the commissar, he would have been shot. That was
Yeah,
plain and
like,
simple.
think about the character development here. Like think about what would happen. You're an ecclesiarchal priest, and like you beat demon possession. Like that's gonna fucking put you a notch above your
And at the
peers.
same time, you could be in front of Octavian and he could be holding a brick. You know, there's a lot of
Yeah.
potentials.
That
And he's
was
just gonna
Abaddon.
bash your
Yeah,
Great.
you know, yeah.
Someone did bash Abaddon with a brick, and that was cool.
Good lord.
So I mean, personally, I don't know where he's going. I personally don't trust him, and when he says he's going to the ship, I don't think he's going to go to the ship. So I'm actually going to try something real quick, if that's okay with everybody.
What if it's just buying time to take him over fully?
Yeah, that's my concern.
That's true. I would tell everybody around here to take out or turn off your micro beads, and then if at all possible, I'd like to start a feedback loop through the micro bead to create an impossibly loud screeching sound, open channel right into Sandelius's ear.
Ooh, I like.
Okay, I pull out the microbead.
All
Yeah, I
right.
turned mine off.
Roll
Switch
a
it off.
tech use, my boy.
Of course. I'm hoping I don't actually want to do any damage, really. I just want to stun him like, what the fuck? And
Give him an aneurysm.
yeah. Suddenly your ear starts bleeding.
Explodes.
Just
Where's your
kidding.
bird?
It's your blood-brain barrier. Okay. Boom.
Nice.
4 DOS. I'm actually going to spend a fate point to increase
Oh
that
my
to 5
God.
DOS.
Okay.
Increase in his DOS.
Jay, roll me a toughness check.
Okay. I'm trying to think if I should use a fate point or not to boost it by 30.
You're fatigued, aren't you? As well.
Oh. Right,
Question
minus
Well,
10.
it depends. Is he doing this before you start
Are you-
running Octavius? Because I would assume
I
so he
mean-
can tell you.
I assume I started bolting and then.
Well, then he
I
would
mean, I'd
he would
still be
only
in
have the
earshot of him,
microbead to
wouldn't
tell you. So then he would
Then
know.
then he's not fucking. I'm not saying
Sure.
it over the microbead. So dude, if you get
That's
hit with a
fine.
feedback
I'll
loop, I'm
make
sorry.
a
roll
toughness
roll
check.
a toughness check,
I'll take it.
Octavius.
Sure. Any mods?
Nah, space.
Flat.
So
Alright.
Jay and oh,
I will
Yeah.
fate to re-roll.
did
I
you
will
wanna-
also fate.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, there we go. I'm fine. Hopefully. Do
I
I
won't
need to
be.
beat his degrees of success, or do I just got to pass? Oh my God, Centelius.
No, it's just a toughness check to see whether or not you
Okay.
got stunned for a second. So
Yeah, I fated and you rolled worse.
Dude,
Insert
oh my god,
fucking
bro.
comatose
Fuck.
guy here.
you like it knocks you
God.
you hear this screech. Octavius, you're able to like instantly just click off the mic. Sandelius, you're able to like get the microbead off, but it stumbles you enough to where you have to like roll for a second. And like Octavius is now like a half step behind you. Like you had a head start, but now the head start's gone. So he's like on your ass. And you
That's
see
pretty much
him barreling at you, and you're just like, "Oh, this heretic!" You just get up. And start running.
Fuck.
this is-
What
this is-
happened?
Yeah, but Octavius, as you're catching up to him, like you're now like maybe 5 meters behind him. You notice that where
Alright.
he had landed and fallen, he had like either scraped his hand or his arm or his knee or something, and you notice there's not
Did
blood
black
there.
shit
There's
come
like
out?
a black ichor. Yeah.
Oh motherfucker.
God damn it, the black ichor. Gets him again.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that, unless you have another idea of how to get him off
So,
like that.
What
like,
exactly will these patrol people do if I tackle them?
You remember the Dark Elder?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were more violent. They were actively like,
Yeah, so
trying
it
to
could
injure
be
each other.
up to
You'll get a
that.
warning first.
Yeah.
They might
Oh,
If I
just
burn his legs off and then I stop hostilities, I should be fine, right?
yeah, they could stun you. They could grab you. They
You
could
can get new
poke
metal
you in the eye.
legs.
Who knows? It's not like they have a specific
Um,
rule on what you can do before they
sure.
hurt you.
Can I just
mean-
go? I'll use the I guess the unnatural speed because that should make the difference for the round. And then can I go and try to like I don't know, either stop in front of him and like have them bounce into me.
So you could sprint for another round, so that'd be like 3 in total, and then you can do a charge. So you'll take a level of fatigue, but you can charge them if you keep up the speed.
Yeah, I mean it's a toughness check versus the fatigue, right?
No, you just take a level of fatigue. If you consecutively, I think if you run sprint
If you keep using
2
sprint,
times
you
in
get
a row,
fatigue.
yeah, you get fatigue.
Yeah.
That's fine. I got stimmy jimmies for those.
I mean,
So
you're a
that's not in
space
my
marine. All
armor.
you have to do is like hold still for like a minute, I think, and it goes away. But
That's true.
yeah, so you'll
Alright,
have a
sure.
-10. But you can
I'll
go
do
ahead
that.
and charge, so that'll be a +20.
Alright, is this a weapon skill?
Yeah, if you're wanting to grapple them, yeah.
Damn, my worst skill.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what else would grabbing
Can I
someone with
just,
your
like,
hands
pure
be
raw
if not
strength?
weapon skill?
Hitting someone running with a weapon skill is a +20.
Oh, good. I'll be at a +40 then. At least it's in the realm of
Boom, there you go.
possibility. Yeah, I'll just see what I roll.
So yeah, you'll have a
I rolled
+30
well.
in total.
Or 40.
No, it's -10 because of fatigue. But it doesn't matter. You had a 4
Oh,
degrees
gotcha.
anyways.
Still 4 degrees. All right.
Yeah. Did you want to attempt to dodge or parry, Jake?
I can parry.
You can parry melee attacks. Yeah.
Does he have a weapon out?
You don't have to
My
have a weapon to
hands?
parry.
Seriously?
No,
That's
yeah,
weird.
It's not required. Yeah, you can
Okay,
parry. You can parry
I have
grapple attacks. You can
returned.
parry fist attacks.
Any
Kung fu, man.
what are the penalties right now?
Your fatigue says
will-
-10.
I
Okay.
will negate his parry attempt with killing strike, I guess, and spend a fate so he can't.
Oh, okay.
Damn, these space marines out
Well,
here.
you're doing that
really
after the
fucking
fact.
laying it.
Okay, Thor,
down.
come on, man. You're doing that
He did
way
say
after the
he's going to
fact.
dodge.
It's fine. He can roll then. We'll see
Yeah,
what
I
happens.
was like, I got no problem with
I'll
that.
save my fate for after.
I got no problem if it's a
I didn't know that he could parry my fist.
Well,
I
we've
guess he can't.
had grappling before that's been parried. Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 53.
He sucks anyways. It's no problem. Do you want to use any fate points you might have left, Jay?
I got one left. I feel like I should save it.
Yeah, I mean, it
I
doesn't hurt
mean,
to save it.
you're about to have a bad time, TM.
It's okay.
So, yeah, you just grapple him. You both come crashing to the ground. You scrape your arm. You're bleeding a little bit. He scrapes his. There's black ichor dripping on the floor.
Gross.
The rest of
blood
you,
normally.
the rest
Yeah,
of you
he does
can
have-
see them down the street. Dane, you're like slowly now getting up to your feet. It still hurts. Like you can feel it all the way to your core. Like your arm just hurts. Like it's at the point where you're actually like half debating whether or not you want to rip off the cybernetic arm. Like that's where you're at.
Yeah.
But Tarth like smacks the Krieger and he just like, let's move, and just starts bolting as fast as he can.
Yeah, Stark will be doing that.
All right.
Did you trademark, you motherfucker?
Wait, what?
I love it.
What's that?
What did I?
Look at the roll 20 chat.
Batman. Damn words.
It's like a fucking it's like a Nike swoosh, and then like it just says,
Alec, just in case, can you like give me a character sheet I can see, use?
What's wrong with
For
the
a new
one?
character.
I thought I gave
you
you
don't
one.
need one of those.
When did you?
I thought I did. Did I not?
I have no idea. If you did, you never told me.
Yeah, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. That was
The
Is
GM's like, fuck you. You don't get to
I
make
don't
my
remember.
character.
I don't remember.
It's on you. We're playing Iron Man.
Oh god,
but
I hate that so badly.
okay, so yeah, so you tackle him to the ground. I'm gonna assume everybody else just starts trying to get over to him.
That random nonsense name actually isn't bad.
That's not terrible.
Jesus Christ, even the big ass names. I was gonna have a paragraph for a name.
Dude, I once had a character named Maculena Lena Tuanala.
Yeah, see, that's too
Immaculina?
That's when
Fuck
you get
that.
called Dave.
Yeah.
I had a Polynesian character.
or Breh.
Bruh.
yeah, so Kather, you get him down to the ground. Everybody else is like trying. Are you just holding him there?
Pin him down.
Okay.
Grapple rules?
Yeah, Jay.
Oh, hold down.
He's not punching you, so you are gonna roll a strength. It's an opposed strength test. So Kathan
What I was
roll.
waiting
Jay, go ahead
for.
and roll. Gonna try to break it, obviously, because that's the only thing.
Well, he can try to wiggle out too.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
You want me to read grapple while we do
don't
this
think-
to myself? At
I don't
least?
think the only more rules have wiggle out. I think it's like.
I see grappling.
Yeah, I
That's
know how it
enjoyable.
is. You would break the grapple and it's an opposed strength test.
Yeah.
Let me just deduct my bonus.
So whatever you boys roll
Alright.
against each other.
Plus a natural.
So yeah, he got
So
like
5?
7 degrees.
Oh, he's got a natural 4?
I'm pretty sure the Space
Jeez.
Marines have +4, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's +4 in this.
I thought
Is
that was
that
like the armor or
armor?
something.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
No, that's
No, that
Space
is
Marines.
that is
That's-
armor.
That's
His
Space
base.
Marine implants.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
base.
Yeah, you get
Yeah, he
Four
gets
strength,
it
4
with
toughness.
unnaturals. If you pass the test, you add the unnatural as the degree of successes. So
Jeez.
you get to add 4 degrees of success to every strength test you pass.
But not the ones you fail.
Well, you did.
Why do I keep failing?
So
what-
11
'cause
degrees
demons,
of
man.
degrees.
So yeah, he just pushes
Damn,
you further
bro.
into the concrete. And then you hear, travelers, if you could please release this individual. We just want to promote peace and prosperity.
Could I attempt to, I guess, try and like hold him in such a position that it looks like I'm not trying to hurt him, but merely just like
He is
holding a
actively
friend in like a
struggling.
real
May
close
I,
hold.
GM? May I
Shout,
please
it's
spoon
heresy.
the
They're
demon
trying
host?
to kill me. They're trying to kill me. I'm flat out saying it's heresy. They're trying to kill me. Help.
I would like to point to the black blood on the ground and say, we've had a contaminant issue with this one here. He brought back for cleansing and purification
They're
protocols.
just trying to kill me.
Is
That's
this
just
refusal?
my Mechanicus implant.
Pardon?
Is this refusal?
Who is he directing the refusal at?
He's
Me
not.
or
He
the
didn't
other
look
imagine
anywhere else but at you, Fram.
I
He
mean,
looking right at you.
yeah.
If I'm readying myself to blow
Dude.
up that guard if he touches our fucking Space Marine.
Well, y'all are like
oh,
trying
like,
to catch
pause
up.
and,
no,
like-
please do not do that. Do not. Just
I will
refuse.
just take like
no.
a few moments to be like, okay, very well, we'll settle down. But like in a
Yeah.
very stalling way so that the rest of the squad catch up.
Thank you. Oh God.
So
You know, I'm gonna.
when
If it's group,
so
listen,
literally,
listen, so I'm gonna
you
do
guys do your struggle. He speaks to you. You say, "Oh yeah." You kind of mutter and stall, and he goes, "I will take this as refusal." And he smacks you full blown across the face. Do you want
I'm
to
ready
attempt to
myself.
dodge but break the grapple?
Can I attempt to parry and not break the grapple?
You have to break
Parry
the grapple
it.
to do either. Otherwise, I'm
But
gonna.
can you
Otherwise,
use
you're
Sandalia?
considered grapple, and I'm gonna get a bonus to hit.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because
Well,
you
first
can't have
things
someone in a full
first.
Nelson and then still try to, you know.
We
You
got
can
one
parry-
arm there.
you
You
can
use
parry
the other for
with-
parrying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine,
oh.
fine. I will
grapple,
break the
particip-
grapple and attempt
Yeah.
to parry then.
Do you want to
Or,
parry or dodge?
Fuck, they're equally shit.
Because I feel like your dodge is probably better, right?
I mean,
Not really. They're about the same.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to just tanking shots. I don't really dodge. But yes, anyway. So I guess either way, it's gonna be the same. Yeah. No.
yeah.
Alright. Worse than a last cannon.
You can
Yeah, that.
sure
Let me see
try.
if that even.
So you go
Dents
8
me?
meters back. You take 13 damage, pen 8 to the chest.
Well, it doesn't matter. I guess the pen does matter. What did he kick me with?
You
He
basically the staff just like smacks you in the chest, and you feel
Oh, a
like a
staff.
concussive wave. I need a
Well, so
toughness
these
check.
guys carry weapons? What a bunch of hypocrites.
Yeah, they
Carry weapons? What a bunch of hypocrites.
Hey,
Yeah, they
man,
carry
they
staff.
gotta, they gotta keep the peace. I just need a toughness check too.
Oh, sure. Any particular type of toughness or just generic?
It's just a generic one. It is -10.
Right. Do any Space
Oh, you're still
Marine
fatigued
things
too.
kick
Yeah,
in?
so sorry, it's actually a -20.
Can I spend a fate to ignore my levels of fatigue?
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure.
So you're just at it's just a -10 toughness test then.
I exactly passed by 1.
Woo! So yeah, it's just concussive. So you slide back. You almost go rolling, but you're able to regain your composure for a second.
Can I, since I readied my action for when he hits the Space Marine, can I try to help him?
You guys are still running there, so like they had
Oh, shit,
three
yeah.
they had 3 rounds of
Too far.
full sprinting, so they're like
Yeah, no,
70
they're
meters
far
away.
away.
Yeah,
They're
Pinning and
far
around to this.
away.
yeah, they fucking hauled ass. When you wouldn't think the Devastator would be the one to pick up and move, but apparently the Heavy Bolter was what was weighing him down.
Yeah, man, it's just weight training. That's what
Um,
happens when I don't carry it.
Yeah, so at this time it would be the next round, so Jay would be going. I'm gonna assume he's just gonna get up and bolt.
Yep.
So yeah, you just see Jay just.
The question. Oh, I guess I'm not beside him anymore.
No, you're 8 meters away from him right now, and the guide is between you and him. So you see Jay just pick up and bolt. Are you gonna chase after him, or what are you going to do?
I'm gonna flag down the Space Marine and be like, dear friend and comrade, I believe you have wounds that need addressing. We can address this issue at a later time.
I suppose. So I will hold up and kind of stand up and dust my legs off there, and just kind of like glare at this little bitch, and assuming he is smaller than a Space Marine.
The guide?
Yeah,
No, those guys are bigger than you.
they're bigger than us. What the
Yeah.
fuck are they?
I don't know.
Alright, well, at
What
least
do
my
I
pride
look
is
like?
uninjured then.
Mm.
Okay. What are these freaking Ogren?
No, they're just weird. Like their arms are longer than they should be. They're very like kind of
Oh.
lanky, but yeah, they just walk around with the staves and yeah, kind of like what Dane was saying. They all pretty much look the same and they all seem
Yeah, no, that's
blind.
fine. I'm not gonna
Weird.
chase them. I was just trying to stall for time.
He just
Hey
Which
kind
guys,
of bows towards you
quick-
and says, "Thank you for your cooperation." Kind of
guys,
fades
quick
away.
question. I got 4 stats sorry, 5 at 30. Should I boost 1 to 50 or 2 to 40? Or what?
What are you being?
Assault
What are
Marine.
you? What are you? Assault Marine?
Hold on,
You're-
can you please talk about this later? Like right in
Okay.
the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Done.
So so he stops. Everybody else catches up to you. You know, the Sandelius is basically just hauling ass towards the landing pad. At this time, he's probably just about getting to it as everybody else is getting to you. Dane, you're kind of back into it now. You've gotten over the whole arm thing, and you're kind of booking it up to keep up with everybody else. You know, had a cold sweat for a minute, but you got it off. So at this time, yeah, you guys can see that Sandelius is like getting to the landing pad right now. So you guys are just trying to catch up to him.
Sounds about right.
Right.
And tell him the Krieger not to zap the priest.
I have a question.
What's
Alex,
Don't want to kill him.
did they bring any servitors
Oh, I
to the loading pad?
No, it's the only people that are left there are just 2 of the pilots, and then they had a door gunner, and that's it.
Okay. I'm going to have the pilots like get out of the way and physically distance themselves from Sandelius. I don't want either one of them getting injured or.
Can they
even
lock
touched.
him in like the airlock entry to the vehicle, the ship?
It's
I
just a
feel like
Valkyrie.
a
They
man.
could lock him in the cabin, but
Yeah, lock him in the cabin.
as he's approaching, you hear the heavy bolter on the side door open up in front of him. So Jay, the door gunner opens up with the heavy bolter in front of you, and you hear him say, "Stand still. Do not approach us." What do you want to do?
Like it. Exciting.
I don't know if this would be a command or a charm thing, but They're heretics. They're trying to kill me. I need to get back to the ship now. Let me in.
We have direct orders from
Ian.
Octavian. If you take another step, we will empty this magazine into your chest. Do you understand me?
That's
Oh,
what I'd like to
shit.
hear.
Octavian actually get shit.
Yeah. Do you want to fuck with the Inquisitor?
Fucking record
That's-
scratch, freeze frame. Yep, that's
Well,
me.
if I
That's
move,
me.
if I
is the
move
day I
Octavian,
die.
You
Well,
You are-
that's the thing though. You get a -40 to being hit if you run.
so you
So
Only
are
if you have hard
theoretically,
target.
yeah,
no, it's a -20 if you're running.
You need hard target
Um,
for the -40.
yeah, hard target. So
But
I mean, theoretically, you could just sprint out like somewhere else.
you are standing there
Keep running.
and you're beginning to panic a little bit. It's a very stressful situation, and you hear a voice in the back of your head. Give in to me, and I will give you the strength to win.
Oh no.
Oh no! No. Oh no!
Oh no.
I assume this is warp fuckery from the orb, so I'm like, fuck off.
Maybe. That's up to you, man. Does your
I said
person
I'm
have an
assu-
undying amount of wanting to live? Roll your willpower, fam.
Willpower.
Can I give him a fate point?
I'm gonna spend my last fate point to get a +30 to this.
Alright.
It's only a +10.
I get a +30 because I'm a
All
priest.
right, you're special.
Yeah, he
30.
fancy.
It's a special.
This man's does read his rules, though.
Yes, sir. That's a literate individual. Oh!
You have a sudden realization, kind of understand what's happening now. You're not seeing a great way to get out of this, but you're like, you don't want to give in to the voice, but you can feel just from what he said that you're gonna get weaker. You're going to fall to him. So what do you want to do?
I don't want to give in to him at all. So you know what? He wants me to fight. I'm gonna sit my ass down.
You're gonna sit down.
And I-
All right.
Wouldn't have done
wants
that
me
in
to
the first place.
He wants me to fight them. I'm gonna sit my ass down right there and refuse.
All
And
right.
pray to the Emperor.
All
This
right. You
homie
begin
gonna
to
go
pray.
down like a legend.
As you guys are approaching, you would see a second Valkyrie come down. Yeah, and the heavy bolter fire, you see none of the guides had like stepped over there at all. None of them cared. They just kept doing whatever they were doing.
What a bunch of tossers.
Hey, you have your
I mean-
designated area. They said that. I said if shit goes down in your landing zone, that's your own business.
Oh, that's good.
They did be saying that though. Like, that was in the briefing.
So
Um,
my thing, how close am I?
I mean, at this point, you guys can walk up as close as you want. I mean, he's sitting there on the bridge to the landing platform just praying.
Just
And
sitting
he's got
there?
a heavy
All right.
bolter pointed at him.
Menacing.
I am
Menacingly?
going. Hey, bro,
Nice
I'm
praying.
really sorry about this, and I'm actually going to apologize in
Good plan.
character as I do this. But I'm gonna hit this man with 3 doses of trank at the same time.
Oh god, he's dead.
Don't stop the
He's
heart.
Roll me a Medicaid check.
Yeah, because I need him to be unconscious as soon as possible.
That's forever.
Too much trank, I'll die.
Dude,
Maybe.
I mean,
Let's hope
well,
you don't do well terribly.
that's the thing is like
Don't-
I feel like I'm a doctor enough to know
don't-
that 3 doses isn't gonna kill him.
don't-
So will 3 doses kill him?
Don't demons try to take over when the person's main consciousness fades?
Even if he is unconscious, if he's completely unable to fight back in that short period of time where his body is unconscious and his
Just that
soul hasn't
opening.
been completely taken, that's the opening we need to get a space marine on each singular limb he has.
I mean,
We're
also
gonna need
the
more than that.
tranquilizer will make his body unable to move, so the demon will just be going.
Yeah.
"Hey,
So-
ball."
You get off of me, you little triple corpse. Like fucking.
Roll it, boy.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
You're fine. All right.
God, how dare
Wow.
you?
Roll
nerds
a,
like
uh,
I'm
that.
using my last fate point to reroll that.
Fucking fates
what?
get used more in
re-roll
non-combat
it?
than anything.
Yeah,
Do
so
it.
that's a 93, which I'm pretty sure it's
Oh my
92
God.
and up is failure, isn't it?
What?
You-
Why?
That's 1 degree
96.
success.
I mean, what's your pluses?
94, you mean?
Is it
That's
94 and up or
for like
92 and
that's
up?
for like weapon jams and stuff.
That's
Oh, all right,
ranged
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
weapons.
your
the
skill-
Really
the,
don't
the only
care.
thing I do is that is 100 always fails and a 1 always passes.
Yeah. So 4 DOS.
Roll your toughness check, Jay. Do you want to use
Oh,
a
okay.
fate point or anything?
Don't have any more.
All right.
This man's just
You want to
going
burn
insane.
one?
Fuck!
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Only 0
good.
toughness
Alright.
tests today.
So
4 is better than 0.
unfortunately, as the tech priest grabs your shoulder and whispers into your ear, "I'm sorry," he stabs you with the injection, and unfortunately, you faded to black for a second, and you are unable to maintain the willpower to fend off this thing.
Oh,
As
son of a
Like,
bitch.
When he says I'm
fortunately
sorry,
for
I will
me-
say I forgive you.
Oh,
so,
wow, thanks.
your eyes fade to black, your teeth turn to fangs for a second as you stand up and force the syringe out of your arm.
Oh.
You want to kill every living thing that you can see. And you get the first round, so have at it, fam.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm dead. On the
Inside.
inside. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I use my knife.
Yeah,
Can I
whatever
kill
you had
now?
on you.
Oh, thank God he does not have his power sword. Thank God.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
power
but-
sword that would have been bad.
Okay, so I got half action
But-
to draw it, right? And then attack.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
basically not going to be
Can I
able
burn
to
him
aim.
now?
But
What?
I mean,
Can I
whatever
burn
he
him
does to
now?
the tech priest will basically seal his fate. But it's pretty much over
He's
for
gonna
him.
Yeah, he's gone full demon.
Unfortunately,
You can burn him now.
yeah,
You said I
unfortunately,
get to attack.
yeah, you
Thing
attack.
is, we could 110% excise him, and I mean, it's
Unfortunately,
it's
you
possible.
tranking him. He was the only one keeping at bay what was in his head, and you tranked the guy
Yeah,
who was
Was
doing
the
it.
I mean,
problem
but
after all?
but
Could
this
I
is
have-
exactly
could
so
I
the
burn
exact
a
same
fate?
thing happened. Like literally, you remember, like not even what we were
Well,
doing.
you'd have
we
to
were in the-
burn a fate and beat his degrees of success. Is essentially what it is. So you'd have to be
The
4
f-
degrees of success.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, could I burn to survive? Because I got 2, fate.
You still
Something-
could survive. The thing's on a timer. If they can. Oh, I shouldn't have fucking
Well-
said that. But it's a long time. They're gonna have to take hits from you for a long time.
So
See,
is it
no,
burning?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is like fucking like the reason I was gonna trank him is good in character, and I don't think I have to justify myself, but I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fucking, you remember the last time when you failed the willpower save in the demon room, and then you were like freaking the fuck out when like we had the mist around us?
Yeah.
And I tranked you, and then you came back.
And it didn't work?
No, yes,
Oh,
it
no.
did. What are you
No,
talking
it
about?
reset you.
No, it
Yeah.
actually didn't.
No, it did.
You
No,
passed
so
the
all
fear test
that
second.
did was snap you out of the little trance that I had you in,
Yeah.
Oh.
which is cool. If you hit
There-
him with something to wake him up, he can attempt willpower rolls to try to overcome it again now. But technically, right now he's asleep.
Oh. Gotcha.
So I have to grapple him and then inject him with stim. Oh my god. This is
That's
fucked.
because I will say based on past experience that you would think of that, so I would say that's fine. That's
Yeah.
the only thing that could benefit you because right now it is full blown demon mode and it's gonna get worse as
Yeah.
time goes.
Okay,
So,
does
anyways,
the
come-
demon
yeah,
have access to
come
my
at me with that.
talents?
You are going
Yes.
to play as your character, so yeah, you do everything that you're doing.
Okay, then. So half action, draw my knife. Half action, swift attack.
Yep,
On myself?
yep.
I have to.
Okay, cool.
You about to get prison shaked.
You'd be surprised.
Do I still
built
have penalties
Nakai.
from fatigue?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I made Nakai as a melee fighter.
Yeah, but every 2 degrees is another hit.
Yeah.
So that's 3 in total. Do you want to attempt to dodge or parry, my friend?
Yeah, I will actually parry him.
Because every degree, at least you do, will reduce the hits.
Oof.
Okay,
Oof.
so that's going to be
So-
3 hits in total.
Very loud and painful.
Yep.
Oof.
And-
Jesus fuck.
And
Oh,
you are
boy.
Well-
going to add 3 to the damage of all.
3 to the damage of all of those.
I'll point out. I don't know if this applies here, but because I'm possessed.
Are those
every
all to the
time-
body?
Yeah,
Every time
unless
I
you
make
do a
righteous
called shot, I
fury,
have
get a
everything
f-
go center mass.
Yeah,
I just took 2 damage. Fuck yeah.
And Delius
need-
would like to do more damage. Please.
I
listen.
need to point out something. Normally, because I'm possessed, I don't know how this works. every time I roll Righteous Fury, I get a fate.
Oh, you just got 2
Oof.
fate points though. And also
okay.
you have to
Oof.
roll an additional
What a fate
2d10.
farmer. Oh,
I have to roll additional damage. Yeah, okay.
does the
Just
auto
D-
confirm?
D10,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah, so you'll roll 2d10. One's for the top
Wait,
one,
is it-
one's for the bottom one.
thought it was
D10 or
D5.
because it's a D5 weapon?
Oh yeah, roll a d5 then. Yeah. So
I'm
that's
still
you take one
confused
more
how
hit
he
point
can move.
and one more. So you take 4 hit points in total.
Me too. So, like, is the demon basically ignoring the actual
Yes.
tranquilizer aspect, basically?
Yeah,
his body is.
basically.
Demon is,
So
yeah.
basically, he's unconscious. So poor Sandalius
But
was unconscious
That's
and
not how
fatigued,
tranks work.
and now the fucking demon's using him as a meat puppet.
His
Yeah,
But
bro.
wouldn't his muscles
sh-
be
yeah,
sleepy
shouldn't-
timed?
Well, yeah, but
Okay,
what-
y'all think that a
Okay,
regular, that
so
an actual
hold on.
demon-
Yeah.
We're gonna bring the
Yeah.
realism of tranks to fucking space magic. Or...
Yeah, bro. Like,
Yes.
I like what you
Straight
guys.
up.
I like how you guys are thinking.
It
here,
also
but,
gave
like,
him unnatural strength 3. So I mean, like,
Oh, that's fun.
I can just
Yeah.
say that it just pumped a fucking
Sure.
shit ton of warpery stamina through him and sent all that shit to his liver.
Okay, so
Why not?
But
Yeah, I was
I'm
like, I don't know.
taking.
People literally take horse tranquilizer and go to parties. Like, I mean, and Sandalius can't get up from a trank.
Good times.
Yeah, those people have heart attacks.
All right,
He
cool.
hit me with 3 doses, so.
That's that.
No, he
I'm
only
gonna use the
hit you
bathroom
with
real quick. I'll be right
one.
back.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right.
because he can't administer 3 doses in one go.
Right. Okay.
Well, he only needed to hit you with 1 if you rolled bad. But yeah, so that was him. At this point, I'm gonna definitely say that it's the Krieger who would be up next. And then we would just go down the list. So it'd be
I mean,
Dan
Brother
Kator
the
and
tech priest
Venom.
told me not to kill him over and over and over again.
I mean, you just saw him straight up like gah, 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 across the tech
Yeah,
priest's chest.
Yeah,
Double
but
him in
did
the
it
face.
actually? Did
But
it
the
actually
Space
do
Marine
anything?
said he went full demon, zap him.
Yeah, and to
Oh,
be
Space
honest,
Marine told me to do it. Well, fuck it. Space
Yeah,
Marine told me
yeah.
to do
Space Marine said zap him.
Knock him out.
Oh dear.
Whoop his ass, Seabass.
Oh Lord.
Success.
Oh lordy lord.
Lord. Oh Lord Jesus, get the water.
This nigga's on fire.
Wow.
I guess
Salamander could learn a thing or two, huh?
Oh boy.
Please don't say
D3,
that.
2 balls of fire show up and fly at him.
2. I thought Flame Breath is a single action. All right.
It's
Semi.
No, this
it's a
man's
semi.
special build.
Okay.
This man's special. This man's built different.
All right.
Wait, what? Wait, how are you hitting him twice?
It's a barrage. It's
I
semi-auto.
have
You get an
returned.
extra hit per 2 degrees of success up to the psi rating.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's
Swift Attack.
semi-auto for psychers.
All right,
Yeah,
so
pretty
that's
much.
14 to the chest, and then 19 to the chest.
Dodge?
Yeah, if you want to run that.
No.
Eat that reaction.
Yeah, because I was
Ooh,
actually
you had to-
surprised it wasn't a template. Did you want to use a fate point?
I don't have any more fate points. Oh yeah. Oh my
You just
god,
got
fate
2.
points. I'll use one.
All right, so he dodges one of them, but he's not going to dodge the second one.
Bonus question: is he now on fire?
Yeah, he would have to roll agility for that. So so how does it work with this?
Is the tech
Does
priest
he?
also on?
Because you have the damage already, so do we just go off the lowest or the
How
highest?
much damage?
Just an
How much?
evasion.
I mean, if you.
Because he was
I
supposed to
don't
roll
know, I
dodge
fucked it up.
before that.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fuck up. I was too.
Just so excited, ready to murder.
Just take the lesser because it's my fault.
Okay, so you take 14 damage, and then
Oh
you
wait,
need...
force field.
You did... Oh yeah, you
Oh,
did bring that,
Marathon?
didn't you? Why didn't you use that with Kathor then?
Because I forgot.
And you should have used
I
that
didn't
before
have-
you used your fate point.
Oh well.
What's with the? Oh,
I rolled
the Earth
doubles, and
protest.
I wasn't fettered.
That was an
Oh.
that activated.
Okay, so
So
he...
passes.
Yeah, so he blocked the attack with the shield. I don't know why he didn't do that from the get-go.
Anyway.
Yeah, so he uses a fate point and dodges, and then uses
Okay.
the shield, so he blocks it. Were
But
you
is the tech
doing
priest on
anything
fire?
else?
I rolled doubles, so there's a psychic phenomena.
Oh, okay. What's
Everyone
roll.
within 35
Roll
meters of me
shakes.
needs to roll agility or fall prone.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe we'll knock him on his ass.
All right, everybody roll it. Sandelius, you got to roll
but yeah,
agility.
just-
10.
See if you get knocked
does
prone.
the
It's not a
with a
flamethrower.
negative 10. Oh,
It's
okay,
it's
so-
literally like he shoots fire out of his mouth, but it hits a target.
Are we
But
all rolling
the way it's
this, or-
described, little ball.
Plus
and
10,
just
Everyone in
shoot.
range.
everyone within 30 meters.
which should
We're
be
all
in
most
range.
of us.
So everybody but Jane knocked prone. That sucks for y'all.
Hold the wedge.
But I mean, Jay fell, so everybody's knocked prone. So it's just a half
It's a win.
action to stand up.
Yep.
So is everyone rolling? This is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
35
Yes,
meters.
I was
You-
having issues with the fucking thing rolling.
Oh,
again.
okay, so Dane and Zevin
No,
are the
no.
ones that are up. Good job.
That's good.
Question about psychic phenomena. Does like a roll like that technically count as resisting a psychic power?
Is this psychic power says it's for mind control stuff, I think, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah,
any
because it's
psychic
not a
resistance
psychic
applies.
power, it's an effect caused after the effect of a psychic power. So I would say no.
Okay.
So
So I'll use my other half to stand up. And
Okay.
then that's my turn.
and then Dane, it's now over to you. You're still standing, so what did you want to do?
Well, Brother Sandelius, I don't want to do this, but I have to. I'll fucking. How close am I?
You're within 20 meters.
Within 20 meters? 15 meters?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. I'm gonna have to fucking charge him.
Because I would.
I don't want to
assume-
do this. Gets excited at the sound of
Everybody's excited
Let
about
me
audibly
charge.
excited.
Ooh. Mm.
Because I would
Okay, so
assume
I
that
will
everybody would
charge.
be inching towards him once they got
Hmm.
over there.
So charge and shit.
Where's my boy Chazov with my missile launcher?
I
That'll
don't
make
think you
sure
need the
we're-
They're
first roll.
Valkyries trying to land now, but then combat started, so now
Yeah.
time has come to
And
a
I
crawl.
will fate to make it undodgeable before
Nah,
any rolls are declared. I will declare that before anything happens.
Oh, before
Nah,
your
yeah.
addition, before any other rolls are declared.
Before anything else happens, I'm declaring a fate point so that it's not dodgeable.
Bro, we
Okay.
But the
blow
question
through
is,
Well,
can he
I
use a
used my
fate?
reaction already, anyways.
Don't you have
Wait.
step aside?
No.
Oh wait, you can still can you use the shield though? Because it's not a dodge.
Zarius could activate if he wishes.
Yeah, but it's only 50% chance. That's the thing.
All right. If he hasn't got
It's a
any reactions
freaking
left, then
shield,
can I take
though.
a fate point back?
Force fields don't care.
He is well, yeah. So you can take the fate point back. That's fine.
Alright.
And okay, it
Oh, it's
overloads,
overloaded.
but he
It's
blocks
down
it.
now. Excellent. Worth it.
So as you lash
awesome.
out and try to lunge at him like the Astartes in the YouTube video, you unfortunately do not meet his brain meat. You just hit his Rosarius and
Great.
it sparks, but it deflects you, and you have to stammer back for a second, almost stepping on the tech priest, but you gain your composure, and you can see that there's nothing but blackness and hate and disdain on Jay's face, or Sandelius's.
In
Great.
his face.
Well, if you know me in
IRL.
real life, you would say my face too.
Brother, is there anything left of you in there?
Just shake him like a baby,
I
bro.
can't
Just-
answer. I'm unconscious.
I mean, unless you speak like ancient Latin, you can respond in that.
Fair.
I can speak High Gothic.
He's like, oh my god! With that, we are over
Christ.
to Kathor. You got a half action stand up, and I mean, unless you want to lay prone and just shoot him with your pistol, I guess
Do I get a penalty for shooting on the ground?
you actually get a bonus. I think it's a plus 10.
I'm also I'm
Yeah.
also prone
Done.
though.
Oh yeah, he's
No,
also
that
prone.
cancels out.
Oh well, if you were also that's right, you were also prone. So Dane should have actually gotten a plus 20 to hit you.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
force field.
Yeah,
the
force
force
field
field
still
doesn't
works.
care, I
Yeah,
guess.
so that would have been 8 degrees of success.
So actually, you don't get any extra bonus for shooting him on the ground because
Sure.
it negates because he's on the ground as well.
That's fine. I'll shoot first, ask questions later. I will, I guess, semi-auto.
God, I wish Cal Brimbor was here. Just fucking melt it.
Let's see. So
Fuck that,
first,
Boris was here.
Yeah.
Spilled it.
Boris
Yeah,
shoves
it
it
was Boris when you need him.
Dalius's ass. Ha!
I'm so sorry.
I know you were a character once,
Oh,
but
Exactly 1 hit is my 0 degrees of success consistency here today.
Yeah, he doesn't have any other reactions, and he just broke the force field, so it's a hit.
All right, let's see if my macro works. Yeah, there's the damage.
are they still in melee?
No, because I got knocked prone.
No, he's in melee. Oh, did you account for that? Shit.
Oh no,
Oh, so I would miss.
I thought the penalties. Oh, okay.
Did you want to spend a
Oh,
fate
well,
point?
sure.
And if you want to spend a fate point, I'll let it hit because we did forget about that.
Yeah, I'll spend a fate point to have it hit.
Okay. So 15 damage to the chest, pen 4. How you looking, Sindalius?
Oh, seeing as how pen. How much damage? 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm wondering if I could spend a fate point for any of that.
Oh.
Or anything here.
You could heal a D5, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first I got to take the damage of 15, putting me in critical.
How many?
Hang on, I'm at 12, so 3.
Okay. So your fate points are gone.
Oh, so I can't spend that fate point. Okay.
You are now, once they pushed you in a critical, you're past that now. So, the bolter shell hits, it explodes, it opens a hole into you. At this point, the black ichor's just pouring out. You can feel it in yourself. Just you were in the body, kind of hearing the gist of what was going on and stuff.
Sorry to interject. Did he took crit damage, right?
He
Yeah.
went to 3, yeah.
Then he got crack shot for an extra 2 crit damage.
So
Okay,
I'm at,
let's not
okay,
gonna
I'm at
change
crit
it, but I
5.
got
What a dick. Hey man, I didn't hurt you enough.
He was like, yeah, you know how you missed the
I'm
heart
just
by
trying
2
to
inches? It's actually hit
incapacitate
it.
you.
Yeah, good job with that.
Yeah, no, he's far
That's
past
my
that.
shittiest weapon. What do you want from me?
It's because this is the situation that's happening. So from the get go, so when Sandalius was on the planet fighting the thing with Dane, when they both received like crazy hits from that thing and its black ichor flowed into the wounds, they were facing possession. Sandalius had that shit flow into his chest. Dane had it flow into his arm. So Dane had a direct way, because Dane fucked up his rolls real bad. And he had a direct way to deal with it. He cut his arm off like that dude from Evil Dead or whatever it was with the chainsaw hand.
Fuck yeah.
Evil
Ash,
Dead.
yeah.
Yeah, Sandalius did not have that option, so he had a couple options: win and purge the thing
Or
from his
lose.
body, or lose entirely and die, or be possessed. So he won the battle of the mind, but he didn't get it out of his body. So
Gotcha.
he has been, and I've had him do it because if you look through the chat, you'll see it. Is that he's been rolling willpower checks off screen,
Yeah. Okay.
and so he's been dealing with this thing.
Oh.
And it's been taking control of him when he sleeps, slowly but surely, and fighting him.
That's disgusting.
And he is now, with this, pushing him over the edge of... Basically, he touched the orb and it amplified it. And he now went back into full possession. And then you put him unconscious. And then it just took over his body. And then now he just died. So unfortunately, Jay...
You
your
don't die
character's
at
dead.
5 wounds, do you?
No,
Five
but
crit?
you're just... You aren't going to be able to come back. It's not your body anymore.
Oh, so so I can't burn a fate or anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just done. Like, because it's
Good
he's
done.
yeah, it's you've gotten to the point now where you are
Is he so
basically
corrupted?
dead. Yeah, he's not savable anymore. So at this point,
Oh.
yeah, Jay, you would develop mutations. So your left arm can be considered your shield, and your right arm can be considered your power sword at this point in time.
Wait.
No,
Unless I spend a
sorry,
fate to
what?
cancel all corruption gain.
No, you're not. You are far past that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
yeah.
what the GM's telling you is you're gonna have to make use of that new character sheet.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
working on it.
it was just there were too many things that happened that you did. I didn't think you touched the fucking orb. I didn't like. There's too many. There were too many things. Like it was stacking and stacking, and like it was gonna pose a problem later. But you touched things that you weren't supposed to. Like you
Okay.
also touched the demon prince and stuff in the bunker. So yeah, it
Wait,
just
what?
Yeah, you touched this demon's daddy. When
I
you
never actually
struck.
touched him.
yeah, when you were
Grab him
fighting
by
him,
the
there's
ball.
when you were fighting him, that was it. It was like he hit you, you hit him.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way you were
Oh.
fighting him without getting blood on you, and so
Yeah.
so it just made it even worse because that's the guy who, like, that's who's talking to you. So it's just you basically just became the guy that came out of the Baneblade. So yeah,
Oh, fucky wucky.
it's you can consider yourself with your full equipment at this point, as this thing literally just makes like a bone shield out of your arm, and your other arm just basically turns into like this gnarled like bone blade, and you just see like patches of skin harden into scales, and his eyes begin to get bigger, and he has like protrusions and horns start coming out of his head. He sounds like he's in a lot of pain. It's very, very not cool.
Okay.
Every time I
Centalius,
threatened to
like,
shoot the priest, I didn't
Centalius is
actually
gone.
want it.
Like, he's not in the body anymore. He's gone.
No, you are now whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, a demon spawn. If you want to have a name like Reggie, sure.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. He's not gonna last.
No, if they but he could take some people down with him. That's always cool. Zevin,
Who
you're up.
knows?
You're up.
Ah, yes, I sure do love PvP. Should we roll initiative?
I'm going-
We
This
already
is
did
not
that.
technically PvP anymore. Well, I guess it is, but
Yeah, you're
I'm
playing.
going to charge him and start beating him.
All right, go ahead and roll whatever you want to do. If you're doing a charge attack, he's on the ground, so you got another plus 20.
Why is Octavius so fat?
He's your space marine. He's bulk.
The big boy space marine bulk, man. It's the extra
Was-
armor plating.
Ignore that it's the sword. I couldn't get weapon skill to roll.
Gotcha. Going for the turret leg.
Turret
The
deck.
turret
I hate when they
leg.
hit that bit.
Is that the third leg?
This is this huge throbbing turret.
I'm so confused here. Wait, so is that the attack or no?
Yes.
Force sword.
No, it's not the actual force sword. The damage is only 5 because it's the unarmed. So
Oh, he said his weapon skill thing wasn't working.
Oh,
he's
okay.
just
So you
using
rolled a
force
47. You had a plus 40, and your weapon skill's a 65? Or is it supposed to be a 60?
yeah. Oh no, it's my weapon skill is 60. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you have a custom grip on the force sword, or no?
then yeah, take 5 away from that, and
It's still the same. I was just asking.
Yeah.
All right. So he has 5 degrees of success. Jay, do you? Well, no, we still haven't gone a loop, so you still don't have a reaction. So you.
Yep.
So he hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, Mr. Man.
Do it. Kill
Oh,
him.
is that your
I did.
damage
That-
right there?
5.
Oh, you just punched him in the face.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons because
Yeah, but what's your strength? You still add your strength to it
Oh yeah, the strength is
because you guys have like
plus-
unarmed master and unarmed strike and shit.
Combat knife.
That's
What's your
10
movie?
in total.
combat knife.
So 10 to the chest. Right now, what is your armor and toughness to your chest?
Well, because I was wearing fatigues, so my
No, you're back.
Two.
You're back to you considered wearing whatever the fuck you were wearing. What's your
Oh.
full gear?
with the shield and all that, my chest is at 10.
Okay, so you just
What
fucking soak
shit?
it. So as you basically run over there, you go to punch him, and yeah, it's like this hardening shell of like lizard skin and bone. As it like you just smack it, and you just hear the thing go as it growls at you.
You tried to punch me in the hole.
What?
Fair enough.
Because remember they shot a hole into me?
Crazy.
With that, that's all you were doing? Just the charge and then the swack? Yeah, because it's a full.
Wait, if I'm
action.
punching him in the hole, could that be pen?
Silence.
What?
Wait, you're trying to punch his hole? Please
No.
don't. That's a really bad
If-
idea. That's how I almost got possessed.
If you're doing that, that would be a called shot. So that would have been a different degree of success. Did you want to do a
Never
called shot?
mind then.
So
yeah, I would
with
highly
Stark,
recommend everyone leaves melee with the demon.
I
Nah,
mean,
dude.
you guys all rushed him, and the
I am
fucking
not
door
a
gunner's ready to
coward.
light his ass up with the heavy bolts.
Keep your hands out.
Also, I'm in a way better position to
But
actually resist this motherfucker than listen.
Stark, you were up, man.
Stark's gonna roll over on his stomach and like just rapid draw his pistol like he's a fucking gunslinger. Like he's from the Wild West, but he forgot his hat. And he's gonna
Oh,
take
so
a
you're a
hat.
failure.
Wow.
So you're a failure.
forgot
You forgot
the
your
hat.
hat.
He's gonna half aim. It's not in his uniform. Actually, no, he's wearing his beret because he's in his dress. So he's gonna. Oh god, I don't have an accurate weapon. I just have my stinky pinky last pistol. Blech.
That's how I felt about my bolt pistol.
God, imagine not having a bolt pistol drilled into your fucking cranium.
I have a bolt pistol. I just don't use it because I don't know how.
Is it
Oh,
a
you
So I'm
coulda-
going
Sharpshooter?
to use.
You could have
fire.
flash told
Don't
me with
point
your
it at
Iron Man
yourself.
hand.
Half
Oh.
aim.
Interesting.
I should have took that thing that gave me a free aim, just like
That'd
when
be
it
nice.
opens per combat.
Use the
Short
gunner.
range, I assume, because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just meters away. What's that playing in the background?
Sound.
Someone's watching
Majos.
porn.
Yeah.
Majos.
Is it hentai?
Dad.
Okay. Drunk
Uh,
sorority girls are fucking sending me late night snaps.
Called shot to his
Mm.
head. Burst fire. I have that trait, target selector or whatever, so
Oh,
no
nice.
negatives.
That's handy.
One hit
Wondering.
off my last pistol.
All right, go ahead and roll
Uh,
damage.
Should have said overcharge, but whatever.
Well, you haven't rolled damage yet, so I would say that
Okay.
you would.
What's the bonus to overcharge?
+2
again?
damage, +2 pain.
Gnarly.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you shouldn't be shooting on anything else. Unless you're fighting squirrels.
I'm trying to get food for dinner.
Then you always use overcharge.
Never had squirrel.
Teach him a
It's-
lesson.
Oh,
Woo!
Roll a
Woo!
Oh, baby.
roll a d10.
Roll another.
Yo, cheers, bud.
Oh my goodness.
beautiful.
Tough day.
Remember how every time
Tasty.
how many jokes have I made about shooting the priest?
And then it finally happened.
Finding it
So
to do it.
as you walk
Did
up
you
to this
include the penalty
gnarling,
for shooting someone prone? Oh,
Uh
but you're prone too, so canceled, right?
yeah.
so as you
Oh, but in
Mhm.
melee.
he does
I
he
have
ignores
target
those.
exactly 0.
Okay.
Yeah, Stark's
Just that.
a sniper, so he's got every talent to ignore called shots
Oh,
and
perfect.
melee.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
Good.
Bro, I am the marksman.
yeah, what's your soak
Okay.
on your head? You don't have any armor, do you?
Oh, no.
Usually I have a helmet, but right now I guess I don't. 'cause
No,
I
you
didn't
don't.
bring
Yeah,
it.
you don't have a helmet.
So my toughness.
Yeah, like I'm not
is-
gonna have that thing grow you a bone helmet. Yeah, like some extra padding on the chest maybe, but not a bone helmet.
What is it, the Lich King?
But yeah, so I mean, at that point, you were gonna have
My
regen.
toughness is 3.
Yeah, you were gonna have regen 6 so that you'd be able to get out
Boy.
of critical damage at the start of your round. But that's 17 to the dome. That's 14
Ding.
damage in total, straight to your wounds. So even with
How's
your
that bell
regen
ringing?
and stuff, even with a fate point,
I
like you
think I
wouldn't be
I
able
got
to
no fate.
survive. Yeah, but I'm saying even with a fate point for an extra D5
Oh.
of wounds, even with regen 6,
Oh, yeah. It's not
11
enough.
wounds wouldn't save you. You'd still be at -11. So unfortunately, yeah, Stark's able to line up after he got knocked down flat by the psychic pushback from the Krieger, and he pops this overcharged last round shot as it goes right through the forehead of Sandelius, and as he collapses to the ground. Well, actually, as he's already on the ground, so as he just goes limp, the black ichor flows a bit, and then he just stays there, unfortunately, in this morphed Maggle form.
Stark
that's the end
will
of card
stand up.
Put it out of its misery.
Stark will stand up and he will pistol twirl and put it back into its holster.
Good
What a
job.
fucking cunt. You're fucking doing a pistol twirl.
I like how that's the part, not flexing on the teammate he just killed. The fact that it was a pistol twirl.
Yeah.
You gotta draw a line
But-
somewhere.
Yeah,
So
so
at
I
least
mean,
he didn't blow the smoke off of it.
yeah, Tarth just walks over and he just looks for a moment. Goes, unfortunately, this universe, this is some fate's of loyal imperialists. He goes, quickly, get the body on board the Valkyrie. We're leaving.
We'll go and pick it up.
Can we all just?
I was literally just about to burn the
Be
body.
careful of the Eka brothers. It is not to be trifled with.
Can
Yeah,
we,
they-
can we just have a
so-
Do we have
forward
do
touch
we
class
have
orb?
like something that
what'd
we
you
can
say,
put
Jacob?
over him?
Can we just have one rule going forward? Don't touch heretical objects.
Unless you're the psyker who's supposed to be touching them.
So
You guys are a bunch of pussies.
So the
I-
orb, because I don't think you guys will come back to this planet unless you specifically want to for some reason. But the orb isn't a heretical object. It really isn't. It is an amplifier of psychic energy. So it's
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He touched orb. He got demon possessed. That's the way I see it.
That's from
Well, so did the librarian. He's
Yeah,
fine.
3 people touched it, and only the one that was already having a problem with warp fuckery.
but as the second
Actually,
Valkyrie,
it saved our lives, all things considered. Because if we hadn't seen that, we would have had no idea.
Oh,
So
It's
if
a
he had
big
not
version of the Emperor's Terror.
yeah.
if he had not touched the orb and got burned, and we investigated it, we wouldn't have known until he had already set like so much trouble.
Oh, I guess.
So with that, the second Valkyrie comes. You guys put the body in like a bag and tie it up or zip it up, whatever.
I'm
And
not
you get him
touching
on
that
board
with
the ship. I would assume that like Dane or somebody would have yanked the Crozarius off of him and taken a look
Ooh,
at
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys, start heading up to the Valkyrie. Obviously you would get with Octavian and the Commissar of the Harbinger and start getting reports and stuff, and there'd be a small service and some kind of like, whole thing for
Before we
them.
fly away,
Mhm.
can I just use warp fire to burn up all the stuff so we don't leave a possessed janitor behind or some stupid shit?
Yes. good
So
idea.
you're
I was
burn
planning to do
Ichor.
that on the freaking walkway there, but they apparently were taking it to the ship.
Yeah, no, they're not
know,
leaving the
protocols.
body. Like you can't you're not gonna be able to burn them to a complete crisp in like 5 minutes.
Not him.
No, but the Eka.
Yeah, the
dipped
Ichor,
out.
yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, Tarth is totally just gonna bring it up to the ship to the Commissar and stuff, and they're gonna deal with it.
Yeah, no, they've got professionals.
But yeah, there's a small ceremony held for them, and then there's a on the hangar there's a area where you see there's a significant amount of like names. There's probably about like somewhere around like 200, and you just see that like one of the tech priests walks up and just begins like laser etching in Sandelius' name and like his rank and stuff like that into the wall.
At the pile.
But as they do that, they have a small ceremony. Octavian says a few words, as the priest was here to bring the Emperor's word and provide us with the faith and strength to face our enemies. It's sad to see him fall in such a manner, but I'm sure he will serve the Emperor even in death. And if he found himself in the warp, hopefully he stands upon the mounds of corpses of demonics. But the Emperor protects, and our duty does not end. So with that, everybody kind of goes about their thing. You guys process it for a while, and as you guys are, you at this point, you guys are starting to plot a warp course, and you jump into the warp to start heading to this other planet because it's like,
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
it sucks, but at the end of the day, fucking,
What
we
else
got
are we gonna do?
missions and shit. But with that, as
sure.
you guys are, progressing through the warp, Stark, you would have definitely have been walking to the mess or somewhere, maybe even your bunk room, and you would have bumped into the other priest who would have been like, "Oh, is my roommate coming back this time? I want to keep his things."
What a dick.
We have
Yeah,
to like
Stark.
give him a once over because he was sleeping next to that guy.
Yeah, the
Stark
commissar is
is-
definitely going to talk with him.
Stark is gonna like scratch his chin, and like he's
I
just
mean-
gonna glare. He's just going to glare and walk off.
Yeah, I'm
As a
going to take
pour
that
one
as
out
a
to our
yes.
homies,
What's
as a
that?
pour one out to our homie, couldn't we just give this priest one last hard time? Since he's being a dickhead, he slept next to an unbound demon host for months. Let's have him put through the ringer by the Inquisitor.
Only weeks, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely gonna get
Whatever.
interrogated and stuff.
You know, the thing that I'm concerned about, out of character, completely out of character, is that Sandelius put something on the engine,
Reactor.
the reactor,
What do you mean?
and no one found anything.
Well, yeah. So the tech priest was killed because he
Oh.
saw Sandelius in his demon possessed state
What?
put a device on the reactor. Now,
Oh,
this
I
could
don't remember
be
that.
any number of things.
It was in a vision I had.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
a
the vision.
yeah.
It wasn't a
This
vision; it
is-
was a memory.
Memory. Yeah.
Wait,
this
what
is
are you
all
guys talking about? We
completely-
didn't hear
it's-
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
We
No,
don't
I'm
know.
talking out of character because, like,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's still
but
an important plot point.
From what you all have described, that Iker can possess people. How do we know he didn't just go bleeding all over the ship and infecting all kinds of deck apes?
Yeah, like
Uh,
someone with
We
AIDS
can
or
do
something.
some corruption screening here.
Well,
I
so
assume there's some sort of protocol.
yeah. Oh well, I mean, yeah. If there was like anything like Icar or something like that, that
Dirty
would have been
jest.
reported. But unless it was mistaken for oil and just licked or something.
How many possessed servitors do we have to deal with that? Did he like bleed all over the? Did he bleed all over that fucking Baneblade and make a demon engine?
It's like
We don't
dealing with
know.
a fucking high schooler. Did he jack off on this? Yes, no, maybe. Ah, he did it in
Probably.
the juice. Damn it.
Probably not.
Boom.
So what do I do with this Rosarius?
Get it
Send it back
fixed,
to my
and
regiment?
then yeah, you're probably gonna have to send it back to the regiment.
and
Mm.
not that freaking roommate that's like, can I have his things?
He dead now?
You know what?
Sweet.
What'd you want him to be
If-
like a fucking weird
Oh,
father
wait.
figure? No, he's fucking
Could I
guy who wants
fucking-
free things.
Can I find the like the real old priest, the old priest that's around, like the madman? And
Yeah, that's his roommate.
Oh, is that him? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I'm
The
gonna give it
one
to
and
him. I'm
the
gonna give it to
same.
him.
Yes. Yes. What do you want? Oh yeah.
Pass it off to Boris. Here, Boris. There's another fucking power field for you to fix.
What? You went to the
How goes my
priest to
combat
him?
shield?
What? I'm so confused. Wait, you were going to Boris or you were going to the priest?
Boris, the tech priest?
He changed his mind when he realized that the old person was the person that was a dick.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got you.
Okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
so you're gonna give it to Boris? Yeah. I mean,
and
yeah,
Boris is the tech marine. He knows he can fucking he handles all the mechanical shit. I don't give a fuck. Fucking he can
yeah,
handle it.
you come up to him and basically like, hey, can you use this to fix my shield? And he's like, oh, look at that. I mean, he looks at it for a second. He goes, oh, well, Sandelius won't like this. Where is he?
Well, he doesn't need it anymore, brother. Unfortunately.
Oh right. Wait, how does Boris not
doesn't-
know? There's a huge ass
He
burial
stayed with
there.
the ship.
Yeah, because he's
He
fucking
gave
working
his
on a
life in service of the
Baneblade
Emperor.
and
By
a
the way,
shield.
your shield looks jank now.
Because he's
Dang.
working on a shield and a Baneblade and other
It's got
things.
priorities, man.
Other things I cannot and will not list.
Yeah, dude, it's nutty.
Yeah,
But,
so I'll just say to Boris, brother, unfortunately he doesn't get to join the amputees club. Not this time.
Oh, well. Did they send him off or is he dead?
No, he died. Demon possessed. Straight
Bro,
up.
he
Just not
fucking
even-
died.
Oh god.
Oh,
Stark literally.
that
no
little
more
priest
head.
had so much vigor in him. He was an asset, I would say.
He was he was a true honorary son of Dawn.
We will send his power sword back to his regiment. I'm sure it would become some kind of relic, seeing as it tasted the flesh of a demon prince.
That it might.
But unfortunately, Dane, we're gonna have to probably send this Rosarius back to them. But don't worry,
Yeah, no worries.
I'm almost done with the power field fixing on the shield, but the salamander should be able to form it into, one piece as opposed to the two it is.
Forge, they're screaming of why is this forge so fucking cold?
Just work. But
I'll
as
finish
you
that up with, which way is my armor, brother?
get with the quartermaster. He'll have the priest help you put it on.
So Stark, as soon as they get back on, like he's just like if anyone's interested in finding Stark, he's like at the range. Like it seems like therapy. He's just like He's putting holes in the target, like at max range that he can shoot at. Just putting the hole, like putting the round in the same hole.
With every
over
muzzle
and over
flash, he
again.
just keeps seeing Sandalius's face.
Wow.
I will never forget the noise. That noise will never forget. Little fucking priest ninja.
But yeah, as you guys are traveling through the warp, you know, it wasn't gonna take long. They were expecting the warp jump to be like only like 5-6 hours. So you're getting about to like the 6-hour mark, and there is a large explosion that happens. The ship,
Oh,
the ship rocks for a second. There are alarms blaring, and you hear Octavian's voice come over. We are dropping out of warp immediately. And as the ship, drops out of warp, you basically everybody, heads to where they need to, but it looks like it came to the conclusion that the ship was sabotaged. So the engines had exploded on one side. The tech priests and stuff are dealing with that. I'm gonna guess that Nakai would fucking go with Celebrimbor to try to help, right?
Yes.
So you go over to try to do that, try to put out fires, making sure the reactors are shut down properly for the engines so that there's not something exploding and killing everyone aboard the ship. Octavius announces that, they do not have full control of the engines at the moment, that they will be trying to enter an orbit of this planet, and we're going to have an estimated time of when the engines will be fixed. So during the repairs and stuff, you're helping Celebrimbor, and there's large fires. I mean, at this point, they're like even Novus was like coming in there with Boris, and they were trying to help out and stuff. Everybody else, if you don't have any tech use, they just tell you to fuck off. Like, don't fucking go in there. Like, go wait. If you have tech use and you want to help, you can go in there and you'll help them. Because there's fires or stuff like that.
Are they not looking for firefighters?
They just need people with tech use, because it's like the issue is that there is stuff fueling the fires that needs to be turned off.
Pyromancers can actually put out flames.
Yeah, so there you go. If there's ways you can help, then fucking help. But otherwise, they just tell you to piss off.
Yeah, quick question. So everybody inside the compartment's fucking dead, right?
Yeah, anyone who was in there at that time, is fucking gone.
How close is the compartment to like
why not
event?
So the compartment specifically where the device had gone off, the only servitors are going in there, and they have it locked down because it's open to the space.
Okay.
And anyone who is in there, if they didn't get sucked out, they could potentially have been touched by the warp. So Octavian just sealed the sector. Yeah, he just sealed the sector and cranked the oxygen down to 0, and then sent servitors in there.
Damn.
So whoever's in there is dead. Like, just period.
Cool. Slash not cool.
Do they have any Overwatch units watching the hallways to make sure nothing does come out of there that's not a servitor?
Yeah, you would see the stormtroopers in their like dark blue carapace with the they're like little modded like las carbines. Like, they're patrolling all those hallways, and they're only letting people in who are working on specific stuff. So like the Krieger, he definitely would have been let in, as long like with Zevin and Nakai and Boris, Novus, and them, and then they would have been like working on the fires and helping with tech use and stuff like that, and just moving stuff around. Everyone else would have been told to like get their gear ready just in case. So like Dane would have been told to like go get your fucking armor and shit on and stuff like that. But as you guys are fixing it and repairing it, yeah, Nakai, you and Celebrimbor are working on a part of the ship that actually like the catwalk gives way, and you fall through into like it looks like almost like a storage hangar. You guys are fine, and you hear callbacks over the microbeads that everything's good, like they're getting everything under control. So Celebrimbor just stands up and he goes, "Well, seeing as we're out of the way, we might as well make our way back to mop up the rest, I guess. Please, Nakai, let me help you up." Trump proceeds to give you a hand.
And then he touches your butt, but just a little.
Dude, at this point, I'm not entirely sure if I even have a butt anymore.
That flat. Bro,
Yeah,
you should
dude.
you should PT with Stark. He's got a fat ass. All he
Just
does is
robot
stairs.
cheeks, bro. Not even gonna cap.
Every day, Stark goes up the stairs. He just stair walks every day for those fat
Jesus
cheeks.
Christ.
But
Yeah. Well, yeah,
as
it
you
helps me up. Yeah.
as you and Celebrimbor are like working through this like old part of the ship where like I guess like stuff that's not in high use is being stored. Because it
Yeah.
looks like nobody's been here for a while. It's like seems like air filters have been like pumping a lot of like dust and stuff through here and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And like most of the service lights are kind of on just low settings. But as you guys are going, you're hearing two voices up ahead. One you recognize as like the head, tech priest for the ship. Like he's the lead like repair
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
For them. He's also the one who like maintains specifically like Octavian's gear and shit like that. So you can hear him talking to some person you don't recognize. But as you guys are working down your hallway, you see like a like dim blue light emitting from around the corner. Caliburn just gives you a look like, well, seeing as we're lost in this area, and that's our superior, might as well talk to him, I assume.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Goes, just in case though, we have had some strange things today. He just kind of like
Yeah.
checks his Infernus pistol real quick, just in
I'll
case.
actually. What I'll actually do is I'll like put a backhand on his chest, and can I take my optical mechadendrite and snake it, reduce it to the width of a pencil, and then snake it down to the bottom of the floor and peek it around the corner?
Yeah, sure. I most certainly can do that.
Yeah. What do I see?
So as you do that, you see, the tech priest obviously like, hunched over. He's got all of his cybernetics and stuff, and he's like chatting away and typing at this terminal. And the terminal, you hear him talking, and he's like, there was a device that was detonated in the engine room, obviously foreign. Somebody was trying to sabotage us. Recommendations. And you see in this like almost like a vat, you see floating there is some kind of device. You're not sure what it is offhand, but you hear it light up, and there's this like chiming, and then a voice says, recommendations would be to repair the engines immediately. And then it just starts talking about protocols and stuff and supplies needed and what you would want to do to basically get the ship up and running. And it's stating like, if you follow these courses of actions accurately and to the letter, it'll be up and running within 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Then we'll meander and get on in there.
Okay. As you step in, Celebrimbor, before you step in, Celebrimbor's like, did you see?
Fucking, he's hunched over a cogitator that is currently rattling off to him directed course of action.
Okay. Celebrimbor just like steps in, you follow him, and as you guys come in, the guy like snaps to, and he sees you, and he goes, "Because you're not allowed here. What are you doing in this section?"
Fucking gravity took hold, and we were befallen through a deck of the ship. Perhaps you should take your questions up with the most basic forces of nature.
That's
Celebrimbor's just like, "Yes, my lord, we simply fell while we were doing repairs to the engines." Just, well, please leave immediately. Just go out that way. Celebrimbor's like, sir, what is it you're doing down here?
Yeah, it's like what's going on, pal?
what you doing.
Yeah.
None of your business. He goes,
Dude.
Celebrimbor like kind of like half steps forward, and he goes, well, I am still learning in the ways, as my compatriot here is, but I know that is not what he has suggested. What are you doing, my lord? Roll me a fucking tech use, boy, Nakai.
Oh god, this is some fucking crazy motherfucker, is it?
Fucking shut
It-
up!
it-
I don't know.
So-
Maybe. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff going on today.
Yeah,
I know.
dude.
Quit doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Will
not
be
a
a combat
cogitator.
technician.
That is not Imperial tech at all. That is definitely human though.
Assume.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. That
Yeah,
is
for
human,
yeah,
but
it's
it's
human.
not Imperial. Can
Definitely
I
not.
roll Archaeotech?
Yeah, sure.
Do you chi down to the socks like on Biggie Papa?
AI? Question?
One DOS?
That is definitely a fragment of STC.
Oh. This makes the penis the big.
So,
Make that toast pop.
yeah. Oh god.
This makes my iron.
Yeah, no, I
red.
have to dude, that's the holy grail, man. I'm gonna immediately pop that off to Celebrimbor and Technolingua over the Nuosphere.
Celebrimbor nods. Goes, my lord, before we assume heresy, why do you have this? Goes, I do not wish to kill you. Goes, this is under Octavian's command. Goes, why do you think you're here? You're just pointing kind of at you, Nakai. Goes, a deal was struck. Octavian found old tech long ago and made a deal with your kind to replace me. I have to return to Mars at some point soon. But your training's not complete. This isn't just any fragment. It does border along tech heresy. It has a mind of its own. Thoughts,
What is an AI?
plans. It can predict and assume and help. Octavian needs this. Celebrimbor just like looks over at you and looks at him. But this
You
is
skirt
heresy.
on the edge of one of the most dangerous heresies to have ever befouled the Mechanicum. Do you not remember how Mars suffered during the schism?
Do you not remember how humanity thrived off of working with these? When you become reliant on it, we're in heresy. Cooperation, advisement. These are not heretical. These are what can rebuild the Imperium. These are what can turn the tides of war. These are what can help an Inquisitor take out a Chaos God.
You speak of these things as though they are not the ultimate goals of those who truly walk in the light of the Omnissiah. Yet, for some reason, you believe as though the tools of these very illogical beings will put the great mechanism into motion. Your hubris reeks of mortality. The fact that we have not struck you down now is a testament to the great respect that we hold you in.
Your family walks along us with this. Octavian discovered two things. One is in your family's possession. Bartered as part of a deal. Long ago. On your world, there's one. And have you seen it?
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah, you would. You wouldn't.
about.
Yeah.
Even if I had, I'm not saying it. Even if I have, I'm not saying that I have. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, you know he's not lying though. Like
Yeah, I know he's not lying.
Yeah.
He's being serious.
Because all you have to do is work with us. Octavian will not last forever. This will be turned over or destroyed. That is guaranteed. There are things in place to guarantee that. Its destruction or its discovery of for the Imperium. but it is best used now, just like the other was best used with your kind. Celebrimbor says, "This is utter heresy," and you hear him like activate his Infernus pistol. The tech priest just kind of half steps back. He goes, "I do not wish for anyone to die." Celebrimbor just looks at you. Nakai, he has to die, doesn't he?
Oh, fuck, dude. I purged morality from my core processor like 30 decades ago. No. Fuck.
Protocols.
If what he is saying is true, he holds the closest thing to a standard template construct that has ever been discovered since Archmagos Explorator's land.
And you would side with him and have him use it?
Fuck. Wow, this is a really difficult decision. Um, Celebrimbor, to deny the fact that what he is currently using is the single greatest logis cognitator in existence is lunacy. But if it truly is abominable intelligence, then it is soulless. Celebrimbor, do you know what school, what divisio of the Mechanicum I subscribe to?
Yes, I'm aware. But if you would choose to have him deal with these heretical acts, then I will damn your whole family. Because if they are in possession of one as well, like he says, then you are lost if you do not stand with me against him.
To hear a voice in the background. Heresy.
Ooh! Zoom, zoom, zoom!
Yeah, can I
Damn,
get a
damn,
fucking
damn!
Can I get a sanctified fly swatter and bat his spirit out of here? um,
My hate is so strong it continues in the afterlife towards heresy.
fuck,
Hashtag
man,
blessed.
that's actually a really fucking difficult call.
Let's
to
go,
make.
fam.
We don't got all night.
I
I want to
don't
get
know
this
what
done.
to do. Because on one hand, what would Nakai do? Because I mean,
Dance.
yeah, I mean the only reason Nakai studies xenology is to kill aliens. Fuck, bro.
I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull trigger on this. I'm gonna be like, fucking, look, tech fucker, you're
got his ass.
fucking around. One of the great 8 warnings of our entire way of life is as we walk the path to achieve oneness with the Omnissiah, we must destroy the soulless life we find.
Celebrimbor
You
just
are, yeah.
he just steps like half steps forward and says, "Then we must do away with this heretic, brother, and we will take the STC and turn it in."
I I take solace in knowing that the Omnissiah shines upon what I do today.
So as Celebrimbor raises the Infernus pistol, the tech priestess says, "I do not want anyone to die." And you hear a thump, 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 and a power sword goes right through Celebrimbor. As he spiked to the ground, you feel a gauntlet hand grab across your throat as you are face to face with an armored Octavian. And he just brings you close.
Oh. Okay.
I struck a deal with family long ago. So far, you would have been the 3rd family member to work with this STC. I will ask you once. It's alone. Will you be able to honor this deal with your family? Or do I need to find a replacement?
Nice guy.
Fucking anxiety.exe. Yeah.
No, that's not anxiety. That's fear.
Yeah, that's fear. That's full on fear.
Hell no.
Yeah. Lord Octavian.
I mean, is it Harry?
I will,
There you go.
for the sake of my mother, I will uphold this deal. Although I take no pleasure in knowing that a servant of the Omnisci was killed for his beliefs and tenets.
I understand. Perhaps some relatives of you can probably give you some solace, but I will say here now, this faithful one of the Imperium died due to your curiosity. I am not here to
Or blink.
abide by others' rules. I am here to guarantee the Imperium thrives. He takes his helmet off and stares further into your eyes. He goes, Celebrimbor worked alongside me for more than 100 years. He made the armor you see before you. And I took him from this plane of existence no sooner than I would have flung for bothering me. He puts you on the ground. Goes, you will train under this tech priest to operate the STC now. Goes, there are servo skulls here. I believe one is a grandfather of yours, and another is some other distant relative. Access their information, find some consolement in it. Pulls Celebrimbor off his sword. See him look down at him for a second with a sign of sadness, and then in a moment it's gone, and he just puts his helmet back on and walks out of the room.
I'm gonna cradle Celebrimbor's body real quick, and then I guess there is the door outwards, but I don't want anybody to see him in this state. Is there any way I can call over a servitor and drape a cloth over Celebrimbor and take him
So
to
as
yeah.
as you're sitting there holding him, as the various machinery that's whirring and going on, you notice the servo skulls that are now floating around the room. You hear the
Mm,
tech priest tapping away at the console, muttering to himself, I didn't want anyone to die. And, as the lights and everything begin to dim and it slowly fades out, Celebrimbor would have been signed off as being killed in the repairs that ensued on the ship later that day. And
yeah.
no one would know what happened. And end scene. All right, there you go. Session's over. We're calling it.
Hey.
All right, fuck.
Fuck,
fun.
bro.
Jay wanted longer
was-
sessions, and he got 2 of them recently. So there you go.
Damn.
That was fun.
Ooh.
That was fun.
Espresso,
And he was only
espresso
dead for
engine.
most of the session.